because I was talking the way I normally talk, and I was just trying to explain like very basic shit. Like it's not even contentious. It was just like, yeah, do you not think like there's a governing power on Earth that fucking lies to you? Like you don't recognize that you're controlled because this. So you have two fucking retards. It's like, uh, if you say the word Bible accidentally when you're talking to someone else, Taylor's gonna mute herself and start talking about the fucking Bible. I think I did that by accident, and then the other guy jumped in because I said like politics are bullshit. So this tank dude, he's young too. He's like a fucking, I guess he's in his 30s or maybe even 20s, but he's like a Q-tard, bro. Like he has where we go on, we go. Yeah, I was just like, no fucking way. Like I was like, okay. The thing is, I got into it with him before, and then like afterwards, I was still able to talk him down because he realized he had nothing. So he's just like, yeah, man. I mean, I like to have some hope or whatever. I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. And but you could tell like he held on to it because when I was talking to Taylor, he jumped up. Like she was asking me some shit, and I was like, "Yeah, Albert Pike said this." She's like, "Where? Morals of Dogma? What page?" What? I was like, "Oh my god, dude! Like, we're just fucking talking right now. Like, cite your source." I was like, "All right, I'll go find it, Taylor. I'll go find it." So I went and I pulled up this thing. I started reading it, and then while I'm reading it, she asked three other questions. Where does it say specifically Christians? Where does it say specifically Christians? I said, like, right there. I just fucking read it, but you're talking over the whole time, so you can't even. You want to read it again? And then this guy unmutes himself and like starts white knighting. And I was like, look, dude, I'm answering the first question. You guys just piled on two more. And now you're coming in here to tell me I'm talking too loud or whatever. It just got too much. They were like tag teaming on some obfuscation shit, not even like to like hear the answer. Like if you ask somebody a question, you have to let them answer, unless that's not the point of why you're talking. If the point of why you're talking is just to shut somebody up and be like, yeah, Trump and the Bible said, then fuck off. Like I'm not going to talk to you guys. But they kept doing that, and he's like, "Oh, and she kept going, "Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro. Calm down, bro." So I was like, "All right, man, fuck you guys," and I just bounced. Like, calm down. I just sat there and listened to a 3 hour fucking presentation about biology. I was muted the whole time, and then like I talked for 2 minutes. Suddenly, it's like I'm. She's fucking always there, bro. And Riggs is retarded too. He like he caters to them. Like he protects this dumb bitch more than anybody else. Like, bro, stop simping. Like she has a husband, bro. That's a weird look on your part. Like Taylor is the most beautiful. Taylor's so smart. He calls her the expert in biology. Like, what the fuck, dude? The expert. She did a I don't know. She did a 3 hour presentation that was like the first biology class I ever took in high school. It wasn't even like college level. And then started talking about DNA and nucleotides. And like the proof that they don't listen is because I challenged that. I was like, what's the proof for DNA? What's the proof for nucleotides? I was like, there's supposed to be 2 meters of this shit in every cell. And then I showed like the pictures that, the quote unquote pictures that you have of nucleotides. There's supposed to be 2 meters of this shit in every fucking cell in your body. So it's like, I feel like we'd be able to prove that if it was true. Like 2 meters of anything. What the fuck are we talking about? And then this dude sent me a link to the YouTube where they were talking like the next day or 2 days later because she's still on it. She's still doing like biology courses for these people who I don't know. I guess they never went to school or something. I don't fucking know, bro. But I heard Riggs go, yeah, and Face and other people don't believe in cells, and I was like, I didn't. Way to prove that you guys don't even fucking listen, like ever. Because I never said I don't believe in. First of all, I don't believe in anything. So cells, yeah, I think they exist. You're right. I don't believe in them, but I never even talked about cells. I talked about DNA and nucleotides as the proof of that shit. I was like, what? This is fucking like talk to me about spinning Earth. It's the same. There's a cartoon about it. I know. There's diagrams. Yeah, yeah. It's too much. Like the amount of no, that's the thing. It's like they don't talk about beliefs. Like that was my whole thing from the beginning was like even showing the atheists and the globe people that yeah, you guys are staunch believers too. Like you guys all have a fantasy that you like, and because you like it so much, it in your yeah, it becomes the truth. So like if we want to talk about beliefs, I talk about that shit all day. I believe this, I believe that. That's fine. But once you start, I believe, therefore it's true. It's like fuck you. Why you smarter than me or something? Like why? How come I can't reach that conclusion? How come I can't just believe things and then they become true? Like, am I broken or are you retarded? And I think it's you're fucking retarded and you're coping. Like same as a Trump tard. Like, bro, this guy was saying he's justifying the Venezuela shit. Like, oh, this is cartel. This is the financial center of the cartel. I was like, really, dude? It's been common knowledge for like 5 years at least now, the exact route that fentanyl takes to get into the U.S. So, do you actually care about the people that are dying in America, like 300,000 fucking deaths a year, or do you just want to suck a president's dick? Like, which is it? Because it has nothing to do with Venezuela. Like, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. It's China. It's always the oil, yeah. But like, that's it because his Trump supporting daddies told him that, oh, we need to attack the cartels at their financial center. And somehow Venezuela became that overnight. It's like, how fucking delusional and like retarded do you have to be? But you could hear it when they talk, man. They don't even speak with conviction. They just talk to like convince. And I can't fucking do that shit. Cause I'm not trying to turn you against something. I'm just trying to make you see like this shit is retarded. Maybe don't be retarded. That's all. Yeah, it doesn't matter because God said Nephilim. Like, look what just happened right now. I literally listened for 5 seconds before I DM'd you, and some dumb chick is talking about show me evidence that like never even looked into it, but needs you right now on the call to show her evidence that the fucking challenger was a hoax. And the other one unmutes her mic and starts talking about the Bible, bro. Well, God didn't you say God says principalities and running? It's like, dude, shut. Like we have there's stuff for you to look at right now. Why do we need to talk? Like, what the fuck does the Bible have to do with the challenger? That people lie. And then that's another thing. Like the lady's like, oh, the word conspiracy makes me cringe. Yeah, because you don't know what the fucking word means. A conspiracy is not a conspiracy theory. Maybe it can. She sounds like former military who's just trying to be down with something. Like, yeah, dude. Like conspiracy just means people conspire. Like if you and your fucking neighbors get together to do something, how's that like a cringe word? It's a thing that like, do you think people never get together and make plans? Like, I don't fucking get it. Unless you like you're that retarded and you equate conspiracy with conspiracy theory. And if you don't think conspiracy exists on a government level, then oh, they're fucking yeah. You have a fundamental problem, and that's that conspiracy is the problem. So basically, if there's no secret plannings by groups to do things ever in the world, like that's just a fucking fantasy concept. That means everything that's ever been on the news and everything that's ever been relayed to you from government was 100% true. That's literally what you're saying. If you're saying conspiracy doesn't exist, which is fucking retarded because like how does the mob exist? How does any organized crime exist? It's all conspiracy. It just means people getting together to plan to do something unlawful. That's it. No one's clicking that shit, bro. Not a single click. Yeah, I wrecked her with one word. I, I told them that. That's what made them all pipe up that day. That's what started it. Was like I was like, okay, so there's this guy I listen to about history and stuff, and I just want to tell you guys because like I was like, there's this. How come God, who wrote everything in the Bible, doesn't know about anything west of the Mediterranean? Like this is a Middle Eastern book written for Middle Easterners, and you're in like Alabama somewhere, and you're like, oh, this is the word of God. It's like, dude, your fucking whole side of the world isn't even mentioned in this book. She's like, oh, I think it says something about Chinese people. No, the fuck, it doesn't. She's like, well, it says about Asia. I was like, okay, show me, since you know where everything is. But and I was super nice about it. Like right now, I'm talking about it, I'm being rude and stuff. But I was just like, what do you think of the idea that the Bible is a Middle Eastern book written for Middle Easterners? And how come God doesn't know the geography of Earth? Like, there's no talk about North America. Nothing west of the Mediterranean Sea. Like that's as far as this universe extends in this book. Like this is supposed to be my truth book. It's fucking weird, man. Like I can't. But what do you expect to do? Like you expect to. I mean, that's the most you can do is challenge somebody's beliefs. They're not gonna fucking. But what about this? It's like the cope just kicks in. It doesn't, and that's why it's not for me. Because like, if I'm gonna talk to people, it has to be people who are willing to be wrong about shit, like myself included. That's how I learned stuff. It's not because I held on to beliefs and wanted to try to prove them to be correct. That's retarded. Or be very selective about what I read or respond to. Oh man, yeah. And these are the mods and shit there. So like it's this is his clique. These are the people that he's decided are like worthy to like moderate a conversation and shit. I'm just like, yeah, okay, bro. Your discernment is fucking shot. And he's fucking retarded. Ladies and gentlemen. So fucking retarded. Yeah. No, I mean, it is. Yeah, it is the kind of waste. Like you'll get one. There's been two good exchanges, so I feel like I kind of did my part. Uh, like when you talk to people about this stuff, if you can make one person listen or hear something that they haven't heard, and they find some value in it, where they go and look for shit on their own, or they say thank you afterwards because they learn. Like, that's good enough. And that happened randomly one night when we were talking about like nutrition and stuff. This girl came in who was like I think she studies nutrition or something, and she was talking about all the nutrients and stuff. And I was like, have you ever like, do you know anything about like anti-nutrients? Like, do you know why people say like maybe? Yeah, she was she was like, wow, yeah. She looked it up. Yeah, I think it was on there. It was Hope, but she sent me a DM and it was like something different. But yeah, she was like, thanks. I'm gonna look into this. I gave her something about for her acne. She was like, I never heard of the vitamin A stuff before. I've heard about Roaccutane, so that like got her interested. And I was like, yeah, there you go. So like, there's natural sources of vitamin A. Check it out. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. There is. There's different reasons. So like, some people literally it's a dirt thing, so that's where they get the whole industry of like cleansers and soaps and face washes and stuff like that. But if uh, obviously, yeah, and pillows and stuff like that, like change them regularly. But then if it's an internal problem, the thing is like everyone's internal, like their gut is a little different just based on their life experiences and their habits. So I think most of the causes of outward like signs of turmoil that's happening inside is like inflammation. That's how you could like generalize. If you're seeing stuff on the surface, it's like your body signaling that there's some fuck up on the inside. And so yeah, like some people definitely uh might be more sensitive to sugar. So like, you and somebody else could have the same soda, and maybe for you it'll pop up like you're saying, and for somebody else it won't. That's the reason. So I don't think there's like one end all be all cause of this shit, but I think like, if you get the right nutrition and then you figure out what causes what's currently based on your biome right now, what's causing like inflammation, and then you just deal with that, you'll see results. They never say that though. Like doctors, they'll throw like antibiotics at you. They'll just kill off the gut biome, and it's only going to be temporary because it's not going to fucking nuke the whole thing. It's just going to like cover the immediate symptoms for like a week or a month till the antibiotic course is done, and then the shit will be right back, probably even worse than before, because they didn't really deal with the problem. But no doctors fucking say that, dude. Like, not a single. I've never met a single dermatologist for acne that said, hey, like, have you tried increasing your vitamin A intake? Like, not a single one. But then if it gets so bad to the point after they've prescribed you antibiotics 50 times, they might uh, suggest the synthetic vitamin A, which is like this crazy fucking Roaccutane. Yeah, yeah. Roaccutane medication that will like wreck your liver, and you got to do like liver function tests every month for them to even check if your shit's still working. Like, it's that dangerous. But none of them ever said like eat some. Like, you just go to a butcher, get some beef liver, use that as a supplement. Like, just take a bite, fucking once a day or something. Like, not one. So it's interesting. But yeah, that if you have a convo where you can kind of exchange the information that you've come across and then stuff that you've applied in your life and seen results with, and someone's like, oh damn, thanks, I never heard of that before, I'll check it out. That's cool. That's good for me. Like I'm happy with those conversations. Not fucking, you know. Daniel said, yeah. And recently there was another one that popped up. They said the Gospels of Mary. They just found that in like the 40s or something. I was like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Like, back to Vita, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, like even that's the thing is like, and it doesn't mean don't reference books when you talk to people, but if you're referencing books, it's to point at something that was written down. That's the whole purpose of it. So like when I was bringing up the Albert Pike shit, I was just like, this is in their plans. Like this is published in their plans. It's not I believe Albert Pike. I said this is what he said they're planning to do, and you could see it playing out in the world today. You know, there's like a big difference to just be like, oh, yeah, man. I, what do you mean? Was it bad? Oh, it's a group of powerful people who are conspiring to fucking rule the world, and they're telling you how they're gonna go about achieving that. And he pretty much admits to being Luciferian, so they're in their own religious cult. But this religious cult is like dominating. I wasn't promoting it. I was just saying what's in the book. I don't have a belief one way or another. I think they're bad because I think they gain their whole premise to gain full domination of the world is through deception. So to me, that's bad. Yeah, like if you're gonna lie to direct the world into a certain world master plan that you have, then yeah, fuck you. Like I'm not down with that. You know, and it causes way more confusion amongst people. Like at least if the plans were out in the open, then you'd have every person on, if they're very open about their plans, dude. Like if they're telling you how they, so okay, never mind how you feel about religious groups, right? That was my whole premise that night talking to them, was like this guy told you how to usher in their final vision of the new world order. They're basically using uh religious people who you could argue have already been fucking psyop to death by Freemasons and the like. But they're saying that it's assured mutual destruction for all of these groups. So like we're gonna pit the atheist, will unleash the atheists against the Christians and stuff like this. Like it's like you have a, he's talking about it like a group of cattle, and how they're all gonna be mobilized against each other. People say that shit is fake though. That the letters, the Manzini letters or whatever. There's talks that that's like a forgery or whatever. But I mean, how many other examples of this do we have, dude? There's Agenda 2030. There's the United Nations. It's like these letters that are supposedly written by Albert Pike to this general, and he's kind of like laying out the plans. Like, and I said that before I read the fucking thing. I like the excerpt that I read. I said it. I was like, there's people that argue about the authenticity of this document, but okay, if you read this and then you looked at morals and dogma, there's clear overlap. Like this thing doesn't just exist in a vacuum. It's inspired from something, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is what I'm saying is like you're being used. So these guys will fulfill. Like, think about it if they did it in the world right now, dude. Any psyop, like we talk about alien invasion and stuff like this. But if they use it on a world war level, already every single religion. So, like, you could go look on Wikipedia. You could go look at the. Oh, wait, hold up. Constance is in your chat saying, "Cheers, been listening attentively. Sound check. I can only hear face the whole time." Yeah. Hi, Connie. Let's see
Oh
if you can fix
man.
that right now.
All right.
Oh, that must
Yeah.
suck. She was listening to a face sermon.
But I haven't really said much, so
He said he said some good stuff. Yeah, he did.
um yeah. All right. Well,
Did you
now
figure
my
it out?
mic
Hold up, let me check.
my mic should be on now. I didn't have my mic on.
That must suck. She was listening to a face sermon. I said, oh, there. Okay, you're good on YouTube now. Um, yeah, like if you look on, if you could use like Islam as a example of this, but if you go on the Wikipedia, they have like in their religion they have like signs of the end times, and there's like the greater signs and the lesser signs. There's like things basically happenings that will happen around the world that are signaling to the believers that the end times are near, right? If you go look at that list right now, it's like more than half of that shit's already happening right now. So everybody who believes deeply is like, oh yeah, any day now, you know? The same way kind of Christians are like, oh, Jesus is coming back any
Yeah,
day now.
dude. I've been hearing this shit my whole life. I remember in the
That's
80s
the point.
watching
That's
shit
the
late
point.
at night, all these dude, there used to be a ton of televangelists on TV, And they'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this war and this fucking earthquake and all this shit." Dude, that shit is always happening. So it's
That's
always the end is always about to happen. Like this year.
that's the whole point. That's exactly why I bring it up, because like if you can get large groups of people who believe in different things, but all these people are expecting some kind of event to happen, then you can make those events happen, get them to believe that the thing is happening the way
Yeah,
their
totally.
story says it's going to happen, and then they'll act accordingly, bro. And that's what those Manzini letters are about. It's basically telling you about this is self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, we will write shit. Um, there's entire cultures and people who think that the stuff that's written is just I don't know. It foretells the future, and so they're kind of waiting for it to happen. And that's why you have like Christian Zionists, man. That's why you have people in like Christians in Middle America who never left their country, but they're like staunch supporters of Israel, no matter what Israel does. Why? Because they think like they need to accelerate the process of Jesus's return.
Yeah.
If we help the Jews, if we help the state of Israel, it'll speed
Well, let
up
me
the
just
building of the
repeat
third
this since
temple, and
since my
Jesus will come back. Like, this is it.
I'm gonna repeat this since my mic was off. Jesus is from Ireland. He was a druid. The Jews were actually druids, and I mean, they pretty much tell you that in the movie Spaceballs. Um, you know, revelation of the method right there. But yeah, King James was a
There's
Freemason. You know.
see you tell very basic concepts like this to true believers, and they get mad at you, bro. But then you could point to examples that you don't even need religions for. Like the idea of an alien invasion itself is one of those self-fulfilling prophecies. Like, everybody who's kind of into conspiracy stuff kind of understands now that, yeah, they could totally fake an alien invasion tomorrow,
Yeah.
and a good chunk of the world is going to believe it immediately.
Dude,
Because why? Did they come up with that idea on their own, or was this idea implanted into your head somewhere along the line? Like, did they just introduce this idea of aliens in the 1920s? It hasn't even been 100, like
when
just
I
about
was
100
little,
years.
dude, the Close Encounters, that was like a huge movie, dude. Everyone was on board. I swear in the
Yeah,
70s, everyone believed in aliens. And then sometime in the 80s, people were more skeptical. But like Close Encounters was a huge ass movie. And then he made E.T. a few years later, which was more like a kids movie. But you know, right now he's putting out another alien movie called Disclosure Day. Have you seen the trailer for that shit?
yeah, yeah. You shared the trailer. I watched it. Yeah,
Yeah, they're getting us ready
comes
for the
out next
psyop.
year. That's what I'm saying. Is like you keep these stories in the public consciousness, and then anything goes because like it's one of those religious stories for the uh, science-minded believers. You know, the people that think they're atheists and that they don't have deep-held beliefs that they have no proof for. But it's the exact same thing. It's just the
Yeah.
more modern version of that.
The French guy in that movie, you know the French guy in the movie? That's based on that guy Jacques Vallée who says they aren't from another planet. They're fucking demons, basically. Demonic entities or whatever. So that's always been in the back of the theory since day one. You know?
Yeah. Didn't they get the first picture? Like, doesn't it come from the gray dude, the that like Crowley drew up or whatever? It was supposed to be that, right?
Oh
The
yeah,
first
yeah.
Hollywood depiction of an alien.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
he
based on.
drew Lamb or whatever. It's supposed to be Lamb. Yeah, Crowley, and he was doing Enochian, whatever, chants or whatever with Jack Parsons or some shit, the NASA guy.
Yeah,
JPL.
but when he was in Egypt, supposedly when he was inspired to write the Book of the Law or whatever, he went into some trance and he said he saw this dude and he drew essentially what's like the
Yeah.
alien emoji, bro. Like it's exactly that. It's the big
And
headed,
then
like
Whitley Strieber made Communion. That was like a huge book, and everyone was on board with that shit. But then later he totally did a psyop on the Art Bell show, and he was totally exposed. But everyone forgets about that.
oh yeah, they and the fact that it ties directly to military intelligence and government, just like another thing. If
Yeah.
these things were
Art Bell
true,
was Air
why
Force.
would why would you need agents of the state to kind of put these ideas into people's minds? I posted in the chat. I don't know if you saw it. Uh, I posted this tweet yesterday that had a little excerpt from Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins, and he was talking about the tweet just says so you know how Tom DeLonge from Blink 182 was
Oh
used
yeah.
as the influencer
Yeah.
by intelligence communities for narrative engineering on the UFO subject. Well, it turns out Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins was also approached by Intel for these reasons. And he's talking about it straight up. Like they thought he had an interest in the subject and they tried to get him to be the kind of like public facing voice for that. And he's like, this is what you have to, he's saying that he didn't accept it, you know, because I've never heard the Smashing Pumpkins do talk about aliens, but they get off the example really quick and he's like that's what you have to understand about people who stay famous for a long time, like they're literally approached to push certain agendas onto their audiences. He's talking about the whole lifetime actor thing without really saying it, but
Yeah.
I
Didn't they have an
mean,
album called 33 though?
What?
say what?
They have a song or an album called 33.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
yeah. Smashing
never got
Pumpkins are
into
weird.
it.
They have some weird like they have some weird rituals at
I
their
was
shows
super
too.
into them when I was in high school because of the bassist stick was hot.
I mean, they had some okay songs back in the day, but I just a lot of people were really into them, and I was like, yeah, they're okay. They're kind of like pop, you know.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. They do all kinds of weird occult like stuff in their concerts, man. Like it feels like a big weird ritual. Like I saw one recently on YouTube. I was just like, dude, what the hell is this? It didn't feel like a concert anymore. It felt like some kind of religious ceremony for like demon stuff. But
But meanwhile,
I
he
mean, that's
pushes
just
the reptilian psyop. He said a couple times that he's seen people shapeshift, and he was like being serious.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. That's all. I wouldn't be surprised, and I don't take these people's like I don't take their experiences for truth. I'm just like, okay, I wonder why this guy is saying the things that he's saying. That's it.
They
But
always trying
he's
to put someone out there, like give him some street cred, like Russell
yeah.
Brand or Candace Owens or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah. These are your truth tellers now. It's like
What do you think
they
about
just
Candace
shifted.
Owens being Halle Berry?
Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, yeah. If you go ask Riggs, he'll be like, "Yeah, man, I do the best research in this." Yeah, he'll tell you about how that's research and like he proved it because he looked up their wives or whatever. I mean, I'm gonna let you have it. I'm not gonna argue about that because that's pretty dumb. But this Billy Corgan guy, do you know he was like brothers with
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr? That was weird. I was like, what the hell?
What?
I thought they were.
Yeah, I heard that. That's crazy.
Dude, I thought they were doing a bit, but there's this guy who I can't. Whose show were they on? They were on some comedian. I can't even remember. I posted it in the Discord, but they pretty much brought Billy Corgan in while Bill Burr was sitting there, and he started freaking out. Like, I don't talk to this fucking guy. I don't know. And they're sitting right by each other, and they look exact. Like, it's the first time you kind of think about these two people together, and you're like, yeah, they do look exactly the same. And they're both called Bill. Like, their dad had two families, basically. And he called both of his sons Bill.
That was the Howie Mandel podcast.
Yeah. It was Howie Mandel. Yeah.
They had different moms.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had
and like they know about each other, but they don't really talk. He's like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Bill Burr kept trying to shut it down. I literally thought I was watching a comedy skit for the first like couple minutes, but then I was like, oh damn, these guys are for real right now. Like, there's some weird tension.
Yeah, I don't know if that was real or not, man. They're like, they're both.
They look like it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You think they both came from Hollywood test tubes?
From Cabbage Patches, dude. Incubators at the World's Fair.
Yo, what is that about though? Like, I've seen. Okay, so I watched that video that you posted, the 2-hour one. And I've seen stuff like that before. Like, this guy even kind of modeled his video in the same way that dude Awar, remember Awar Anon, whatever.
I don't know.
It was like some British dude.
That I know all of Mind Unveiled talks about that shit.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that Mind Unveiled, and his video looks like it's structured like the Awar videos, the history of flat Earth or whatever. He did this whole series, and then Mind Unveiled was where he got deep into like the Cabbage Patch shit. But that guy makes like 5-hour videos. It's kind of hard. Like, sometimes I'll just keep it on pause and then watch it over like a week or something. But it's weird that they had that much imagery. I still don't know what it's about, and I don't know how to feel about it. But what is up with all the like the postcards and the images of like babies hanging out of like cabbage patches and talking about real live infants? There's something sketchy in it for sure. But now the fucked up thing is like you don't know how much of these images are like AI anymore. Like, you can make AI pictures, make them look like old stuff. So yeah.
Someone could it could be Photoshop, it could be AI, it could be real. I don't know. He
definitely used some AI for that video. Like, even when he was talking about the Cyclops and he put up that like Cyclops skull with the big like one eye socket right in the middle of it. I was just like, what the hell is this, dude? What? Like, where's this skull at? Like, where'd you guys?
Yeah.
Damn, they do look a lot alike, dude. I'm looking at their pictures. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Right? Yeah. It was so weird. I swear I thought I was watching like Saturday Night Live or something, and they were just trolling.
I never really took Billy Corgan for like an Irish dude, though.
No, he looks Irish.
Does he?
Hey, but dude, I was locked up with this fool that looked just like Billy Corgan, dude. And he was from Baltimore. Isn't dude from Baltimore too or something?
I don't know. How about
Yeah, there was a dude I was locked up with, looked just like the
He
dude,
is
the Smashing Pumpkins dude, when he was younger, you know?
English, Irish, and Scottish on his father's side. Oh, the fucking rabbit hole gets deeper.
yeah? It says here he was born in Chicago.
His
I
dad was
I
like,
honestly
he was like a mob
outside of his
associate or something like that, is what he said.
Yeah.
outside of his voice on a few of the songs or whatever, I never cared for Billy, like his attitude. The reason why this Smashing Pumpkins split up in the first place because he was kind of this arrogant, you know, I don't know, kind of acted like he's the only one that made the band or whatever. So, which he might have been the songwriter. I don't fucking know. I never looked into it, but I don't know. I never really cared for his demeanor. You know what I mean?
Oh, look, he's a junior. So his dad is Bill too. It's William Patrick Corgan Sr. and he's William Patrick Corgan Jr. So he's Billy. And then yeah, Billy had two sons and named them both Billy.
Yeah.
Guy really likes his name.
Yeah, I like. I don't know. I was not like when Smashing Pumpkins were big, you know. Like I was totally into like rave music and hip hop. I wasn't listening to no type of like. Before that, I was into punk and gothic and industrial, and then I just totally got into fucking like techno, house, drum and bass, hip hop. You know what I mean? And I was just like, man, fuck all this shit. Like when Nirvana was big, I was just not feeling it. Yeah.
No, it's Billy Corgan's a junior to William Corgan Sr. and Robert Edmund Burr is Bill Burr's father. So there goes that conundrum.
Yeah, I think they were. I mean, they're on a couple shows talking about it, and it was like they're dude, they were just like fucking playing. It was acting, dude. I don't think that shit was real.
Yeah, they were just like, "Do we look alike? Let's fucking do a thing." You know?
Yeah. Yeah. But Billy Corgan, he has like a live stream. It's not bad, dude. He has like interviews with random fools. Have you ever seen it?
Who, Bill Burr?
No, Bill Corgan.
I haven't been checking them out recently. My son said that the Smashing Pumpkins put out a new album. I listened to, man, I think I made it about 10 seconds. It's like, dude, this shit is fucking weird. Uh,
Yeah,
but
I
no,
mean the songs that I know, I've heard them a million times, and I just can't listen to them anymore. And I
oh,
was
yeah,
never into
yeah.
them to begin with. And then I tried to, like, I heard people say, "Oh, this one album is so good." So then I listened to the other songs, and I'm like, dude, this shit all sounds the same to me.
There was Bullets with Butterfly Wings. There was Disarm. There was their only two hard, kind of hard rock songs. And then that 33 song was like a slow song. I think like Siamese Dream had a couple of hits on it.
Yeah, I
Um,
tried to listen to all the songs. This was like pretty recently, the Siamese Dreams one, and dude, it
yeah,
all sounds the fucking same to me.
yeah,
And it's not as good as their poppy songs that they play on the radio all the time.
yeah. It was like their first album was good. Their second album was and then they just fell off after that, as far as I remember.
The same with
But
Nirvana. People are like, "Oh, you got to hear their other stuff that they never play," and I heard it, and it all sounds the same to me, and it's not as good
I
as their.
never could get into Nirvana, dude.
Yeah,
Of
it's
course, Smells Like Teen Spirit. It came on the radio. That was cool and all that. But I did a lot of that. heroin music from the that grungy heroin type music. I
It's
I
depressing.
just didn't vibe with, dude. I like fast, upbeat,
Yeah.
high energy type shit. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm at work. I don't want to hear some dude fucking crying and
Yeah.
all
And some
fucking
emo shit, dude.
yeah, just fucking all sad and angsty and shit. It's just retarded. A lot of my friends was into that shit. And the grungy shit. So whatever was on the radio. We didn't. You know, all of us are in that age group. We didn't have the tech that's available now, so we just had to listen to what was on the radio most of the time. You know what I mean? So whatever came across the radio, it was cool. You know what I mean? But I never bought any of their fucking albums and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, when
That's
they
what I was
came
gonna
out,
say. All of them have some weird psyop stuff behind them, and they were all heavily pushed in the MTV generation. Like I never bought a Smashing Pumpkins record, but I knew who they were, and a couple of their songs were embedded in my brain somehow. How? Like that was literally just MTV.
yeah,
It
and
was
the
what
radio.
You
If
know?
you turn on the radio
Yeah,
today, you're gonna hear Nirvana within an hour. They,
yeah.
it's like ridiculous, dude. They play the same shit from the '90s.
People now are just finding out about Grateful Dead, man. I'm watching it happen on Twitter every day. Like people are like, "Oh man, what a psyop this was." It's like, oh, okay, welcome, welcome, boomers. Like they're just realizing that, like,
They got like 4 or 5 good songs,
Grateful Dead and the
in my
CIA
opinion.
connections and the acid test and all that stuff's
yeah,
like, oh, this
some
wasn't
good songs
organic.
where you can only listen to them once, and then you gotta fucking move the fuck on. You can't.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody can just sit around and listen to Grateful Dead over and over again. You
Fuck
know?
no.
There never was that. Think about it. For like a good 20, 30 years, like from the 80s till 2010s, probably, they had, like, MTV was 24/7. They had about 20 to 30 songs in rotation every month. And then, like, one would get swapped out. They'd put two new ones in. Then they'd make different shows about, like, throwback, or like one that's specifically for rap music, or one that's, and like everybody in the world was kind of listening to the exact same songs and at the exact same time, and being told that this is the next big thing, like this band is the next biggest band. And that's how all these subcultures were created. Like I remember grunge taking over here, dude. Like people in American schools, like, oh, we're the rock kids, we're the hip
Yeah,
hop
dude.
kids.
When I
Like
was in
they
high
look,
school, Pearl Jam was all big, and Faith No More,
yeah,
and like I
yeah.
always thought that shit sucked ass. And Primus was big, but I kind of like some of Primus shit. Primus had some good shit, but I couldn't listen to it all the time, you know. But yeah, when I
And
was in
one of
high
my
school,
closest friends back then was really into Pearl Jam and fucking all those stupid ass bands, dude.
I hate
And
Pearl Jam.
I liked a couple of the songs, but man, I never could fucking get into that shit.
It made me think about it years later. I was like, was that whole Jeremy story a
Seven
fucking
Mary
psyop? Like, no, I
Three.
got.
I'm trying to remember some of the band's names. They were just kind of they just kind of sucked, but they
Alice in
were so
Chains
cool.
was big too.
Yeah, Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
Skid Row. When I was in high school, Skid Row was big. New Kids on the Block were big. Belle
And
Biv
then every
DeVoe.
band that they sold T-shirts of at Hot Topic. That's it, dude.
But you
It's
see
it's
kids
it's
today wearing all these rocker T-shirts, and they have no idea who the band is that they're actually wearing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's where that comes from. It's like this. This is what I'm saying. It's like forced culture creation. Like it's people call it their culture, they call it their youth and stuff, and you don't realize like you were totally like dog walked right into this thing that you're like identifying with. It wasn't. It was just whatever appealed to you as cool. Like they gave you a couple options, and then it's like based on like what your friends liked or what the girl that you liked kind of was into. Like shit, you know. It's just
Yeah.
they hijack like basic teenage emotion, and like some people never get over that, bro. They stay in that thing till they're adults. There's this dude who did videos on that. I thought it was really good. He was just kind of talking to the camera. He wasn't really. It's not like a. Yeah, it's not like an informative video. It's more like just reflection. Some Canadian dude, Hyperborean Knowledge on YouTube. I don't know if you guys ever seen him. He's a little schizo. I like it though because the videos that I saw from him were just talking about this specifically, and he was talking about bands, but also like movies, like Hollywood movies, and how they like shaped entire generations, basically, with certain themes and stuff. It was super interesting, and he was like totally on point. I was like looking at my own life and the times in my life where I like watch those movies, see how they affected my friends and like the people around me in my same age group. See if I can find it. It's
Yeah,
pretty
dude,
good.
totally. Colors was a game changer, dude. When Colors came out, after
Fuck
that,
yeah,
dude,
dude.
everyone was a
Was that
gangbanger.
88, 89 maybe, something like that?
It came out in like 86, I think. 87, maybe.
Like it was later than that, but yeah, late 80s.
But I
Had
just
Ice
remember
T on
when
there.
that shit came out, it was like the next week, everyone was a Crip or a Blood. It was like.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, a movie happened. Think about that. Like, yeah,
And the same thing
he's
with Boys in the Hood. When that came out, even more gangs came out after
New
Boys in the
Jack
Hood.
City. There was a bunch of them, dude, and uh, it worked in conjunction with Death Row. You know, gangster rap came out around that same period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I call it the bastardization of rap because before that happened, there was a bunch of socially conscious rap groups like Violated Peoples, Young Righteous Teachers, or Poor Righteous Teachers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
actually some really good sound coming out of that shit. You know
When
what I mean?
NWA
Yeah.
came out, dude, it was just like comedy. But then when Snoop Dogg came out, it was like more serious. It was like, this guy's serious.
Oh, there's a video on that too. I know I've shared that with you. It's a
Oh yeah,
great
because
video, dude.
Snoop
Have you seen
had
that one?
actual murder charges and shit. Like he was supposed to be the real one, the real legit gangster. You know, the fucking killer and shit.
Yeah.
His whole fucking stick was murder was the case. Remember, that was what his big hit, his major set off hit was him beating a murder case and shit. You know what I mean?
Dude, he made an AI album recently, a Bible. It's all biblical songs, and it's all AI.
Dude, Snoop
Yeah, the
over there,
murder was the
over
case.
there, what was that?
Like looking
That
back is so fake.
Who was that cook lady that went to prison? Martha Stewart. He was out there banging Martha Stewart for a while, doing cooking
Yeah,
shows
they had
with
a
her
show
and shit.
together.
Dude, they were flirting hard, homie. If you ever seen any of that shit, guarantee you,
He for sure
yeah,
hit it.
they
Come on.
guaranteed the way they were flirting and comfortable with each other. Nah, dude, he railed Martha Stewart for sure.
I think all their creation stories, the same ones for like lifetime actors, are probably setups. Like Murder Was the Case was super convenient and weird. Uh, the whole story, but it makes me think about like 50 Cent rise to fame too. Like I heard 50 Cent on mixtapes, and then like they did this whole rebranding of him where he got shot 9 times supposedly, and
Yeah,
that's
I
what the
don't.
whole first album was about. And then they made a movie about his life story when he just had one album out. Like usually people get their biography or autobiographies done like way later. This guy, they made the film about the image that they were trying to sell of his overnight success. Uh,
Why couldn't 50 be a CIA plant? They got all these secrets and shit. He just popped out with this documentary with all this secret footage and putting out all this shit that they gathered
Yeah, he ain't
on
legit,
the.
dude. He's CIA.
Yeah, he
I
total
mean,
dude.
he points to the thing like there's this one. He has like a dimple in his face. That's supposed to be one of the gunshots. So like this guy survived 9 shots, bro, and it's like the story. Like he's explained it on some shows and some interviews and stuff. And he's like, oh, like he was in a car. It's not like he was just out on the street. He was in a car, and the dude ran up on the car while he was parked and boom, 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 like unloaded right in his face. And this guy like drives himself to the hospital and survives. That's the story. And like he says, "Oh, I have like a bullet still lodged in my head, or I can't remember where, but there's one. Like he has a dimple. It's clearly a dimple on his face. Like when he smiles and when he talks about it, he's like, that's one of them. That's like a bullet wound. I mean, I don't, maybe, but also maybe it's just a dimple. Like,
You got to
where
take
the
everything
other,
with him with a grain of salt because motherfucker, most of his raps, all of the songs that made it, to the radio and made it big, he's promoting, drugs and alcohol, and that motherfucker didn't touch any of that shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
he was fake from day one as far as being a gangster and shit. He's a businessman. That dude, he tells you that like in interviews now. It's just like who's that? Ice Cube. Ice
yeah.
Cube was one of the first ones to come out and be like, "Man, I'm not even gangster. I just looked the part." And they were like, "Here, you rap. Can you try to see if you can make this sound good?" And he fucking could do it. And so he just fit the part.
Yeah.
So, dude, if
Yeah,
you would ask me and my homeboys back in the day when we was, really listening to that shit, dude, we thought Ice Cube was legit, man. We
everybody
thought
did.
he.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, everyone thought he was like fucking a killer and
and
shit.
they were teenagers with an old fat Jewish handler, man. Like Jerry Heller was the guy. Like they all had this old weird Jew guy who was pretty much telling them what to do. And
Tell him what to get those contracts and stay fucking famous for so long. You know what I mean?
yeah, and then he was in the movie right after that. So right after they introduced him like this, and then he was Doughboy in Boys in the Hood, and this kind of like solidified the image
Was
and the
Ice Cube in
gullible.
Boys in the Hood?
Yeah, bro.
I'm gonna have to look back, dude. I was so young when that shit came out. I remember watching
Yeah,
it.
he played
You
Doughboy.
know,
Yeah.
I don't remember much about that movie at all.
Oh, I've seen
It
that
was
movie so many
Tellers.
times.
Tellers was like the first one.
I've seen all
But there
those
was a
gangster
video,
movies a million times, dude.
bro. I gotta find it right now. I'm sure I posted this back in the day, like when I first saw it, because I was like, "Oh, you guys got to check this out." But this dude was making the case. You could tell he's like an old hip hop head, kind of just like reevaluating everything now that he's a bit older and stuff. And he's just like, "Was NWA a joke? Like, was it the title was so good? It was something like that. Like, was it a satire group that then just they decided like by the second album to turn them into like to make it real?" And he keeps drawing comparisons to like CB4.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like that was one of the first groups that skaters that were into punk rock were into NWA and Ice-T because it was like to us it was comedy, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the first like NWA, the skits in between, you could tell they were just clowning around and shit. It was all jokes.
Yeah,
I
so
see
like
what you're talking about. When Snoop left Death Row and went to I think No Limit. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
yeah,
That's when he was. That's when it just went. He tried to act super hardcore. You know what I mean? Super
who
gangster.
Remember
Snoop?
all
No,
the No
Snoop was
Limit
always
album covers? Those are hilarious to me. I want to make some.
All bright green and bright orange, fucking
yeah. Pen and
old
Pixel was the
dudes and
Wheels
company.
and shit.
fucking tanks and hoes and dogs and fucking everything.
Just type Pen and Pixel album covers. It was the like graphic company that like Master P worked with that did all those like southern rap albums. But yeah, Snoop, I mean, think about it, dude. Look, the thing that we were just talking about with 50 and these guys is like my whole thing is if you've been famous, rich and famous longer than you have not been, then to me you're suspect. Like I think that's a good uh measure of something. And all these guys got big when they were teenagers. That's when they were brought up on the scene with some kind of backstory about what they did and all their gangster accomplishments and all this. And then they started putting out albums and movies and doing deals. And Snoop never stopped. Like Snoop is damn near 60 now, and he's like still trying to corner every market and every image that he could possibly do. Like that No Limit thing, he had already been through 3 different rebrands. Like by the time like his second album was The Dogfather, where he had the Jerry curls and he had the gangster hat on. So he was trying to be like a mobster, right? He went from street gangster to like mob guy, The Dogfather. Then Death Row falls apart. He goes to No Limit because No Limit is the biggest thing happening in the world, like biggest label. bro, he jumped around so many times and came back full circle. Like now he owns Death Row
Tried to do
Records.
reggae there for a while too. He tried to
He did
sneak.
reggae, he did the indie, he did pop, he did yeah. Now he's doing he has kids stuff like affirmations with Uncle Snoop or whatever. He has like these like my sister-in-law, her nephew, like there's a song that she plays for him and it's Snoop and I was just like, what the hell? What is this? And it's like it's Snoop saying like, I'm gonna have a wonderful day.
You
I'm
ain't
gonna
lying,
it's
dude.
like for children, bro.
There's a brand new commercial. I just started seeing it on YouTube, maybe the past week or two, where there's an app where you can put your phone on a book, and your phone will just start reading that book to you. And in that app, they've got Snoop Dogg's voice, so you can actually get Snoop Dogg to read you a book and shit in this app.
Yeah.
It's just
He did a
it's
voice.
all
He did a voice for the what do they call that? The GPS thing in the cars.
oh
I
my
forget.
god,
It's like one of the early ones. There was one like that, like for shizzle, hazel, like turn around, whatever. Like he was telling you to hit the. Yeah, dude, that existed back in the day. This guy, but he said it himself. Like that's the thing I respect about Snoop more than the rest. Like I can't stand the guy. I think he's like lame and shit. But back in the day, dude, on MTV when they did those, I forget what they call them. There was a show on MTV where it was like a biography of everybody, like behind the scene. I forget what you guys know what I'm talking about, where they'd like have a camera on their face and then they'd kind of like talk about their life. It
yeah, I
was
know
like
what
a
you're talking about.
biography show on MTV. I can't remember what it was called, but dude, Snoop on his straight up said like he's like I'm in the business of selling pleasure. He was basically saying that he'll sell whatever, like for the right amount of money, he'll say and do anything. And he's lived
Right.
up to that. Like he literally
Yeah.
has. Like, yeah, you have a show with Martha Stewart, you have children's books. I mean, you're a grandpa and you want to stay relevant. The gangster rap shit is not going to work when
They,
you're 60.
they do whatever to
But
keep that deal going. Yeah.
yeah, they
Give up
created a
food and
character instead.
everything.
I'm gonna post the video that I was talking about. I found it right here. It's called was NWA, a novelty comedy satire group that people took literally and ran with it. Rap
It was
narratives, really
crazy
good.
is the streets knew even back in the day that some of these dudes were in the closet and shit. You know what I mean? I remember people talking about Diddy and Dr. Dre
Bro, look
years
at
and
Dr.
years
Dre. They
ago.
have him, the world class wrecking crew picture
I
right
dude,
there
I
on that
heard long time
thumbnail.
ago from like this broad I know. She used to hang out with all these fucking Crips and shit, and um, or Bloods, whatever. But I guess Snoop was at some party and shit, and his own people were like, "What? That fool's here!" And they were like gonna rob him, and that fool ran out and shit. Like
He dipped.
these fools were never gangster. You know what I mean? They just fucking yeah. I don't know.
He's tall and skinny, bro. He looks really frail, like he always has. That's the thing. It's like I couldn't take that
Dude,
shit seriously.
yeah, he did a part in Baby Boy with Tyrese, and he was in a fucking white beater half through the movie. Like, dude, as soon as I seen that, I was like, man, fuck Snoop, man. Hey, I'll fold that motherfucker, man,
Yeah, you
guaranteed.
kick him in the
You
knees,
know
it's
what I'm
over, dude. Yeah. He was in a bunch of movies too, playing the same role. Like he was in
But
even
plus,
Dr.
he
Dre.
raped a chick or tried to rape a girl in that movie, and that gave me a bad taste in my mouth about him too.
Him and Dre were both in Training Day, and they were both like gangsters. Like Snoop
Yeah,
was in a wheelchair for whatever reason, but Dre was
right.
like this badass, like crooked cop that was like killing other cops and stuff and stealing money and shit. Look at him, bro.
But
Look at the
wasn't he
thumbnail of
faking
the
it?
video I just posted.
Wasn't he faking it? Doesn't he get up and run in that? Like he was faking being in that wheelchair. It seemed like he got up and actually
Maybe,
ran.
yeah.
I don't. I only seen that
Or
movie
he's
one time.
crawling or something. I watched it again recently just for the fuck of it. I was like, oh yeah, these guys were both in this movie. I totally forgot.
I remember Snoop being all like extra gangsterish in that wheelchair and shit, trying to look hard.
Damn, cuz.
Yeah, there was a video. This dude, I don't know if he was from the 20s or Insane Crips in Long Beach. Some dude had got out of prison or something, and then he did an interview with that whatever Alonzo guy, the street whatever. And he's like, man, Snoop can't come around here, and he was talking all this shit. And then like a week later, then Snoop started showing up with other like gang members in Long Beach and shit. But that fool, he ain't out here. Everybody knows he lives in Riverside. You know?
Yeah, like why would he be out there? That's my whole thing. Is like these are created characters, bro. He was 17 or something, and he's about to be 60. You know, like what? Obviously, you haven't been gangbanging most of your life.
When he first came up,
he was only 17 in those first couple albums for Death Row.
So like when were you gangbanging? From 13 years old?
So? He didn't live in Long Beach.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
So then it makes you wonder why they got pushed so hard. Like, what message was that trying to send to everybody? And it worked, right? Because like when I went to the States in the summer, like my older cousins, they'd be like in the garage, they're like punching on a punching bag or whatever, like just hanging out by themselves and listening to like Ice-T and Ice Cube and stuff. And like they wouldn't let me in. Like, oh damn, what's that? And that made me want to listen to like Ice-T, Ice Cube, and all this stuff. Like that's how I got introduced to that stuff. So I'd steal my cousin's tapes and shit.
Original Gangster all the time. That album is hilarious, dude. A lot of those songs are hilarious.
I remember what street gangs used to look like in the 80s, right? Before gangster rap. Running around with fucking neon colors and shit, like fucking mesh shirts. You see their stomachs and shit.
The CIA and the private prison industry tells you exactly all you need to know about it. Like it was a deliberate destruction campaign for minority groups, but also to fill in their private prisons. Like why, if you find out that record companies, the major labels that sign a lot of these characters are also invested into the private prison system, then it kind of tells you everything you need to know, bro. Like for me, at least, I'm just like, oh, okay, they're looking after their own investment. That's all. They need more criminals. They need to make crime look as cool and desirable as possible. And even show you that, look, some criminals, if they're smart enough, they make it out and they become rich and famous and people love them and stuff too. So it's like everybody in the hood all of a sudden is trying to be a rapper. Or a gangster rapper at that. And it's like, yeah, all that ends up is like they die or they go to jail. Like nobody, that storyline doesn't really work for anybody who's not an actor.
Was that Clinton or Reagan that privatized prisons?
Yeah, it was happening like around that time. Because before they were trying to get it banned.
Reagan
so I guess late 80s. Yeah.
What Reagan did is he passed the mandatory minimum laws, which like, so the judges couldn't just give you any sentence. Like if you got caught with this much weed or this much cocaine, you had to get this much time. And so that's what Reagan did. But Clinton made it the crack law. If you get caught with 5 grams of crack, you do 5 years.
Right, but
with 500
who made it privatized to where the government was kicking back money for people being in their prison?
I don't know when the private prison started, but like federal prison had.
It seemed like it was either Reagan or Clinton, though. In my opinion, let me look it up.
And there was also that meeting. So some people who were at that meeting, they say with like the CIA dudes who came in and explicitly told them to like.
Well, like
rap more about gangster activities and
yeah, it was Reagan.
I don't know when Unicor started, but that's the federal prison industries where they make money.
Made it a
slave labor and shit.
Business, whereas a private person could open up a prison and make money off of the government.
Yeah,
I mean,
the company now, I think the big company is. It's either the Geo Group or Cornell, and they have a bunch of private prisons. It used to be Wackenhut.
Barack
Obama
Obama's administration had something to do with that shit too.
They all have something to do with it. Supposedly,
yeah. So 91, they're calling like Google's calling it a conspiracy theory. But I mean, there's rappers that are alive today that talked about being at this thing, and Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony is one of them. Like those kids got signed to Eazy-E and stuff, so you could take that right back to.
all of them, from R&B through into rap, every single group and person was promoting drugs and illegal activity. Every single one.
In the 90s, yeah, 100%. Like, it was really rare if you weren't, and they called them like nerds or something. There were the secret meeting conspiracy theory. The core of the theory stems from an anonymous email sent in 2012 by a person claiming to be a former music industry insider. That this thing happened supposedly in 91. The theory alleges in the early 90s, music industry executives and private prison investors secretly colluded to promote music that would lead young black men to prison, thus increasing profit for the prison industry. The email alleged a 1991 meeting where industry figures with investments in private prisons agreed to promote gangster rap, which often glorified criminal behavior, to ensure a steady stream of inmates. The goal was to manipulate an impressionable audience into adopting behaviors that would lead to incarceration, thereby making the private prison system more profitable. Ice Cube talked about this too. Like, they have interviews with people asking them specifically about this meeting. And I don't know what the deal with Ice Cube is, but he's very kind of open about it now.
It's his fault. Like, shit.
You think he has like a guilty conscience or something?
Hell no, dude. He's fucking rich. He's looking at trying to get another movie, stupid ass family movie made, so he can just live and not have to fucking, be a working man like the rest of us. That motherfucker don't give a fuck, dude.
It's weird because, like, why would you talk about it now?
You don't think Ice Cube's not done some fucked up shit? Ain't got some dirt on him?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
For sure, all of them.
Probably one of the names is blacked out in the Epstein list. You know what I'm saying? There's no telling, dude.
Yeah.
And honestly, what does it fix shit if you feel bad?
I mean, they appear to be Freemasons.
You know what I mean? Like, the motherfucker feel bad all they want to.
You know?
I think I seen a video a long time ago, not long ago, but at some point, of course, there's Masonic shit and like, the hand signs and pictures of them with
Crips and the Bloods are Masonic, dude. Like,
I'm saying you don't get that prime spot with the kids movies, the PG-13 rating movies, multiple fucking movies without shit, dude, guaranteed. 'Cause he ain't like an actor. Like, tell me Ice Cube's a good actor. Like, actor.
Dude,
no, he's the same character in every movie.
He's got a character that he plays. This motherfucker couldn't, play different roles. You know what I mean? Like you think Ice Cube could ever pull you into a whole other reality and have you forget that he's Ice Cube? Fuck no. You know what I'm saying?
I think they tried it recently. There was a movie that came out a couple months. What was it? Like War of the Worlds or something? People are calling it the worst movie of all time.
World War
pretty
Z,
sure it's an Ice Cube movie.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, it was trash, dude. That movie was trash. It had some good sequences and shit. What pissed me off about that movie? Maybe I think it's World War Z, dude. That's what pissed me off.
No, War of the Worlds. World War Z is the Brad Pitt shit, where Israel saves the day.
Movie.
No, look it up. War of the Worlds. It just the trailer was like last. It was like last year.
Okay.
Some sci-fi shit. Yeah.
It's been like 10, 15 years. I think he was in that one though.
If you type it in YouTube, the video titles are just hilarious. It's like the most cringe moments from War of the Worlds, 2025 War of the Worlds, 2025 Ice Cube sci-fi. It's basically Ice Cube with glasses on, so he's like a CIA, like smart guy or something. DHS.
Anyway. Where's that at,
Psyops
man?
abound, bro. That's why I can't take, like, just to bring it full circle. Like, we started this conversation talking about like how people are like, oh, the word conspiracy like makes me cringe. It's like, yeah, okay, man, continue like living in La La Land where like conspiracies don't happen, and you're in the know about literally everything that's going on at all times on Earth. Cool.
It used
Like,
to say, if you looked up term conspiracy, it used to actually tell you that it was invented by the CIA, a term invented by the CIA to
yeah, conspiracy theory.
confuse and cause distrust in information.
Yeah.
Yeah, that broad, she's just like a waste of time normie. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Those servers they're kind of just pointless, dude. If you're just gonna let these fools in that just want to like gatekeep fucking all day and night, there's always like one of them there like, no, that didn't happen. No, it's like, dude, I don't want to hear this shit, you know.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
Rogan, dude. I remember hearing Rogan verbally say that if they would just show him the truth about shit, he would keep it to himself and he would never tell nobody.
Of course.
And then the next thing you know, he's the biggest fucking podcaster in the world.
Yeah.
Like, it was right before he fucking was like the biggest on Spotify or whatever the fuck whatever platform he's actually carrying. I remember hearing him say, "Dude, if they would just tell me the truth and show me the truth about everything, you know, I'd be quiet about it or whatever."
Yeah, it was some show
Alright.
on Discovery or some shit where he just looked into conspiracies. Remember that?
Yeah. Total fucking agent. Like,
Yeah.
fake comedian. And now he has the monopoly on comedy, like out of Austin or whatever they call it, the Rogan sphere, like all these
The mothership.
associated comedians. Yeah, dude. Who are these people? Like, they're not even, like, most of them aren't even funny,
Yeah.
but they want to be some kind of, they're like the chosen authority for the comedy world, which is another great way to reach people if you think about it. Like, people like comedians if they're good, and or if they, they go to their shows and they have a good time. They're like, oh, this guy's just like me. Look, he has like, but Rogan, like, his whole appeal is that
He was
I'm like
okay.
very curious how that works on people.
I still want
He's
to see
supposed to
that
be
new
like that.
Chappelle, dude.
It's
You know
really
that?
bad. I watched it. It wasn't good, dude.
Oh
I mean, it's
yeah.
all right, but it was like highly politicized in the dumbest way, and he brings up so many psyops, dude. It's unbelievable. But obviously, he's talking about Charlie Kirk and stuff, and it's like, man, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to check it out. There was another one that I wanted to check out that came out recently. Tom Segura.
It might be on YouTube. Is it on YouTube?
I recognize his name. I've seen.
It's not on YouTube.
you're talking about
It's
that.
on Netflix. It's called Teacher.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, hang on.
Now, there's not a lot of comedians I care for. I like Louis C.K., Tom Segura, fucking Chappelle used to be good. I don't know about now. Yeah, there's not much. I like that dude Dion Cole. It's pretty funny. I don't know. There's not a lot of them, dude.
Rogan's supposed to be this.
Or check out if you're looking for a funny comedian, Ralph Barbosa.
Yeah, I think I've seen some of his shit. He's all right. He's like
He just put out a special of his on, I don't know, I think Hulu or something, and we watched it the other night.
It's like a Mexican dude, like a younger dude.
Yeah, Mexican kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rogan, like, supposed to appeal to the everyday man, and like he's the most watched or listened to podcast among young men all over the world.
Sucked. Like, none of them were really that funny at all. But the last
they're
was
super
really bad.
I was gonna say I can't really I remember Rogan doing stand up back in the day, but I don't remember anything about it. Like, he might have been funny, but you know what I mean. But it wasn't anything
He just
I don't
reminds me of all
remember
these
it.
chicks that get all exaggerated. They don't really
Yeah.
tell jokes.
It's just to create a character so that when it comes time to put him in the forefront, they'll be able to claim that he's famous because he was a successful stand-up comic. It's just to create the back catalog. I think it wasn't even
Dude, like
like he's an
Ralphie
agent,
May, I never liked
100%, dude.
that dude Ralphie May. I thought sucked. That fool
Yeah, I
sucks.
don't like
Yeah.
Ralphie.
What about Joey Diaz? I feel like that dude sucks.
And
These
it ain't
guys
like
get Donald
being big
Trump
either.
and
There's
they
other big dudes that are funny. You know what I mean?
you think the president is doing podcasts with like just, regular guys hanging out? Like he only talks to the president and all these government shills, bro. He talks to every tech billionaire. He talks to everybody in government. It's like, yeah, you like just rename the podcast, dude. Call it the CIA podcast and call it what it is. Everyone knows it's Joe Rogan and he's a free thinker. Like he asks all the good questions. No, the fuck he doesn't. He defends these guys. He has friends that sometimes they come to their own senses. Like they're not as successful as him, and they'll say some stuff on his podcast, and he'll shut them up straight up.
Yeah.
He'll gatekeep like a motherfucker live on his podcast. He did that with Dylan guy, Tom Dillon or whatever, when he was telling him about Peter Thiel. He said very blunt, straightforward. He's like, oh, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. It's like, what? Bro, I didn't say if he was a good guy or not. I'm talking about like facts. You know what I mean? Why are you doing cover-up work? It's just so bizarre. Because he brings these people on. He brings Peter Thiel. He brings Mark Zuckerberg, and he has them do their whole fucking likable, likable guy shtick. Like, oh, this guy's just a young, rich entrepreneur. Look at his genius ideas got him billions. It's like, no, man, they're all fucking assets, and they're all military contractors, and they're producing some of the most evil fucking tech the world has ever seen. And you're sitting there like caping for them, like, oh no, he's so smart.
Dude, you remember what the crowd was chanting the day before Trump got elected? It was chanting "Lock her up." Remember that was his campaign?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the next day, oh, Hillary's been through enough. Remember? That's exactly what he fucking said. He was, oh no, she's been through enough. We're not gonna worry about her. So I knew, dude, that was because I was on the train, like, dude, fucking lock her up, man. Fuck the Clintons, man. They stood in. How long has it been since? I don't remember. Was it the Congress or House of Representatives demanded all those fucking documents from the Clinton Foundation? They never fucking provided a goddamn thing, dude. Nobody's ever held them accountable. You know what I mean? And that's how Trump got elected, was because the people thought that he was going to hold them accountable. You know what I mean?
They're fucking coping, dude. They still think he did. Like, what are you talking about? Literally, this guy we were just talking about earlier. Like, there's this dude in the other server, Tank, who's still talking to me about sealed indictments, and he's talking about how everyone's actually secretly arrested already. They got ankle monitors on and shit.
I want to be secretly arrested too. Apparently, it doesn't affect anything. But
yeah, that's all I'm saying.
$multi-million in my bank account. You know, let me speak for $200,000 a fucking an event, right?
Yeah, no, didn't you see the when they gave them, what is it? They handed out envelopes at somebody's funeral. It's like, yeah, see, they were all afraid. Yeah. Remember that shit? What was it? Jimmy Carter's or something? Who was it? Like, I forget. George Bush Sr. maybe? Yeah. They're still on that, bro. Like, Q-tards are still on that. They're talking about sealed indictments and how they all got this warning letter or whatever given out to them. And they're all actually arrested. Like, what you're seeing is a soap opera. Yeah.
Jimmy Carter was the only goddamn person that I've ever known that was president that I had fucking got any amount of respect for. You know what I mean?
You mean
I don't know what he did while he was in office or what the politics were. You know, I don't even know if I was around when he was in office. But he's the only
right
one
before
that
our time. Yeah.
Well, I was a little kid when he was in office, and that's when we had the energy crisis, and like Dude, there was like the craziest lines just to get gas, dude. Like, you would wait an hour to get gas, dude. I remember that when I was a little kid. So he wasn't that great.
I mean, I just don't know how much cope you have to have, or like what kind of spell you have to be under to like still have faith in politicians, and that they're like, even when they come out and they tell you straight up, they'll get in front of a podium, they'll get in front of a mic, read off a teleprompter, and tell you evil plans that they didn't even write. Right? Like Trump never he reads from teleprompters. He just does it a little differently than Biden. They have it for him. They have it on the left and the right, and he does this thing where he leans on one shoulder when he's talking, then he'll just kind of lean on the other shoulder and face the other way and talk to make it look like he's talking to a crowd. But that's just because they have the same teleprompter on either side of him, and he's reading. You could tell when someone's reading. He's an old man. He's like squinting. It doesn't flow naturally. Whatever. But he comes out and he tells you plans for wars, plans for invading other countries, all the shit that you were so mad supposedly about the other guy doing, whoever is the president that you don't like. But then this guy comes and he says as much, and you cope by saying, like, I read this anonymous post on the internet that told me that what he really means is they're going to do all this other stuff. But see, he can't say that because the bad guys are watching. So he's talking to me in code right now. He's letting the patriots know that he's actually going to take care of business and fix the world. And then they see the world going to shit around them and they still cope. They're like, oh, see, he's doing it. It's like, bro, snap out of it. Like, just fucking snap out of it.
I don't know what to think about Tank, dude. Like, that fool is on there all day, every day. Like, does anybody have a job and work? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how are you supporting yourself? You know? I don't know, man. Some people seem some people seem like plants in these 24/7 servers, you know, like they're always there every day, all day. I don't know, man.
That's cool. You aren't convincing anyone, bro.
What?
Like, I'm just saying that's good for them. They're not swaying the hearts and minds of anyone. Literally, if it's working on anyone, it's working on Riggs, because he's like, yeah, this guy deserves to be like here shutting people down. So, congrats. But like Riggs will tell you himself, he doesn't even take care of himself. He's all fucked up. His health is messed up and shit. Like, he's not doing so good himself. That's why he's on Discord all the time.
Well,
but like, don't let it.
He's like half blind or something, is what he had said.
I'm just saying that I don't know any other politician that went and built houses for poor people for the rest of their lives after leaving their office. So, like I said, he was before my time, so I'm not aware of his politics or.
Oh, Jimmy Carter?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't start any wars. He's like the only president that didn't start a war or didn't invade anyone. That's all you could say that's good about him. You know? But like they're all
Bro, they're
all puppets.
Maybe he did so much evil while he was in office that's why he felt his penance was building houses for the rest of his life. I don't know.
But like
everyone's broke and struggling. But we're supposed to be excited because Oprah and whoever are like Tom Hanks are actually secretly under arrest. Man, what a cope. It's fucking painful to listen to, honestly. And I don't know if you guys seen this new theory that I saw a clip of it. I want to kind of check the podcast, but this dude was kind of suggesting that the whole Q Psyop is actually just AI. Like, it was the first introduction to society to see if like an AI campaign could like sway public opinion, and that all those Q drops and everything is like literally just an AI agent. It's like ChatGPT Q.
Could be.
Yeah.
Tracy Beans kicked it off with DeFango.
She's still doing shit, man. She's still around.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of bot subs and all that.
Yeah. I don't know who the fuck would watch that broad or care about anything. There's also that one dude. Remember that dude? Man, I forget his name, but dude just showed up out of nowhere talking about like low-key QAnon, and man, I can't remember his name, dude. Total goofy ass fool, dude. Fuck.
Who the British guys? Charlie Ward or whatever. All these dudes that they put on the front of Rumble and all these profiling sites made for the people that are, the truth seekers.
Yeah. X22.
They had these agents in place, bro.
I showed you before. X22 report is probably Michael Perenni, the left wing guy, but now he's a right wing Q guy. They have like the same exact voice. And that dude, he just got his YouTube channel back. He's talking all about Trump and shit.
Bro, the vice president is that, and people don't care. This is the point. This is the point we're at. This is how much facts don't even matter if everybody who's going to support a character on TV.
The vice president looks like Erica Kirk too. They look like
I was about to say
brother and sister or something.
Did you see the CIA video, by the way? Did you guys see the CIA video, by the way? She's doing a CIA training video in 2013. Have you guys seen that? It's new.
In the Discord drop that little short of her just doing interviews and shit under her maiden name.
No, there's one. She's literally giving like a lecture. She's doing like a presentation. CIA stuff about like infiltration. It's from like 2013. People found it because people were like going through her social media, and they're like, this chick has been like from year to year. Basically, I think it's around the 2013 to 2015 time period of her life. She was reposting just like old pictures of herself. So they'll have like the same photo shoot. They'll have like a picture of her, and then a year later they'll have the same picture. And it was just, they're saying that it's just kind of to create a fake backstory for like what she was actually doing during these years. But the claim is that she was deep into her like CIA training at this point. And then a video popped up. Like there's a video of her. It's clear too. It's not blurry. It's nothing. It's 100% her. Hold up, I gotta find this for you guys.
Hey, you like that video I made right there? I put that in my video, my music video. Where he's coming out of the casket.
That's fantastic.
Dude, Grok is it lets you do some crazy shit right now. I don't know how long it'll last.
Hey, you guys hungry? How about you want some flat dogs? Try some of my flat dogs.
Oh yeah, that was a good video.
They made him super Jewish, bro. You just told them to like make it an old Jewish man.
I
all the Dan the Watermelons.
A Yiddish accent. Because you can't say Jew. It'll like flag it. It's a hard J. I'd always put in like Israeli. If you put in Israelis, okay.
Let me find this video, bro. Google is such a gatekeeper, dude.
Did you ever see my video I made, the music video?
Which one?
It has all these Pizzagate references and shit.
If you put it in the chat, yeah. I think this is the only one that I really keep up with, though. In the main chat.
Dude, it's like a music video. You didn't see it?
If you put it in this main chat, yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Because it has like all this, like Epstein and shit, and it has like
Yeah, I showed my family that one, the one that's like AI video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was tight, dude. I showed everybody that shit.
Hell yeah. The fucking General Flynn, he has a Besta pizza, and then it turns into Beast pizza. That shit was good.
Here, I found the thing. Look at this, bro. This shit is crazy. She's briefing national security professionals on EMPs and coordinated physical attacks on the U.S. power grid.
What?
Yeah, like what does she have to do with it? I thought she was a Miss Universe or whatever, or just like a music video model. What the hell does that have to do with like
She
how is
was
she a national
raised.
security?
She was raised and handpicked a fucking agent, dude.
Yeah, I posted it in the Discord. Look at that thing.
Honorable that we've presented to
Mind you, when I
congressional
was watching
officials.
this, I was like, is this AI too? Like, I don't know, but
Is it
I mean, it
AI or
He
exists.
what?
probably went to a particular private
It's not,
school.
dude. It doesn't look like.
Damn.
This is what I'm saying. This was the culmination of people saying on the internet that there's a couple years of her life online that are just totally astroturfed, weird, like reposts of pictures that she already had up on the same site. So like Instagram picture from April of 2012, and then like April of 2013. It'll be the same, like she's in the same clothes, in the same location,
She looks
and
like
just
my
has
cousin.
like a typical.
I have a cousin that looks just like her, but it's not her.
Yeah. The point is these people don't care, bro. They love soap operas and they love TV so much. Like that dude was defending, so he defended all the Q stuff. Then I was like, man, even the guy, like how I was like, your vice president that you're sitting cheering for right now, this JD Vance guy, was a never Trumper. He has just Google, like look up his Twitter account and just go through the history of it. They're still there, the tweets. Never Trump, never hashtag never Trump. He was vehemently against this guy in the political. It's WWF shit, and then he becomes his
he was
VP.
trying to run against him at one point, I think, wasn't he?
Bro, Peter Thiel took this guy to his house. That's how they met. Peter Thiel took this guy by his ear.
Have y'all
You
seen?
know, he flew him on his jet. They went to Mar-a-Lago, and by the end of that meeting, he was the VP nomination for Trump 2024 or whatever it was.
Have y'all seen the first, was it 4 or 5 episodes of South Park's new season?
Yes, boss. It's so weird how they have him like. He's this weird like creature. Yeah, he's supposed to be the dude from Treasure Island or whatever.
Yeah, the little midget dude, the
Yeah,
little person.
Oh,
I don't get why they gave him. Yeah, fantasy. Yeah, they gave him the little like accent for whatever reason too.
Yes,
I love you, boss.
Dude, looking back, that's really creepy, man. What the fuck was that midget doing with the captain the whole time? What the fuck was going on?
When I was little, I always wanted to watch that show, man. It was on late. Fucking.
I just remember the beginning of it. I don't really remember the show. I remember the beginning of it.
Yeah, what is it? Hold up, I'm gonna look it up actually.
I feel like it was like he was Satan. He was like giving people their fantasies, but then they would turn out fucked up every time. Right?
Yeah,
I know I don't remember the premise of the show at all. That's
Motherfuckers
crazy.
That's
would
what it's
come
saying.
to his island. They would pay for
I just
a
remember
fantasy, but the fantasy would
old
always
dude-
turn bad, like every
I
time.
remember the beginning, and the old dude and the midget would be waving at people. You know, you're like flying into this resort and shit. There's a midget standing there waving at you.
Yeah, dude, watch the old episodes. Every episode is fucked up.
what did they pay him? Yeah, it says right there. The series started this dude as the mysterious Mr. Rourke and as his assistant Tattoo. Guests were granted so-called fantasies on the island for a price.
Damn, this is the Epstein Island. Fucking what the fuck?
But before that was right before that show would be The Love Boat.
Okay, I remember the Love Boat too.
Oh, and it was produced by Spelling. That dude, Spelling. What's his name?
Yeah. The dude that
Aaron
did
Spelling.
90210 and Gilligan's Island.
Yeah, Aaron Spelling and
Corey-
Spelling
Corey's dad.
Goldberg Productions. So Aaron Spelling and fucking Steven
Remember when they
Spielberg.
tried to force feed us Tori Spelling like she was supposed to be sexy or something?
Dude,
Yeah,
she's some
Most
inbred-
mid girl ever.
inbred broad.
that's crazy. Yeah,
Dude, when
Mr. Rourke, the
90210
enigmatic
came out,
overseer.
That shit was.
It's a mysterious island somewhere near Devil's Island, French Guiana, in the Atlantic Ocean, French Guiana, where people from all walks of life would come and live out their fantasies for a price. It says.
Near Devil's Island. That's great.
Rourke is known for his white suit and cultured demeanor, and he was initially accompanied by an energetic midget sidekick. Tattoo, played by, can't pronounce this guy's name. Tattoo ran up the main
Hervé
bell tower to ring the
Villachez.
bell. Yeah, there it is. Hervé Villachez, yeah. Tattoo ran up the main bell tower to ring the bell and shout, "De plane, to announce the arrival of a new set of guests at the beginning of each episode. This line, shown at the beginning of the series credits, became a catchphrase because of Villachez' spirited delivery and French accent. In later seasons, he arrives in his personal go-kart, sized for him, and recklessly
Yeah,
drives
you have a little go
Joan
kart.
Rourke for the visitor reception, while the staff scrambled out of his way. From 1981 to 1982, Wendy Shaw joined the cast as an assistant named Julie in the season 5 story, The Case Against Mr. Rourke.
Yeah.
It was a golf
Yeah,
cart.
he
wasn't
presses an electric
Mr.
button to ring a
Belvedere was
bell
on the
rather
later
than climb a tower.
episodes. Mr. Belvedere was like his partner or something later. Remember Mr. Belvedere?
Yeah, big time. Another weird kind of story if you think about it.
Yeah.
A lot of these 80s like shows were kind of weird premises, man. Like Charles in Charge is pretty weird.
Dude, when I was little, there was a show called BJ and the Bear. It was like a trucker with a monkey. That was my favorite show, when I was little. But it makes no sense. He would like.
Did you watch the
solve
Punky
crime.
Brewster thing that I sent you?
What is it?
Did you see Buzz? The Punky Brewster episode about the Challenger
Oh yeah.
that you asked for.
Yeah, I watched.
Did you
it.
watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
Did you see Buzz? That was weird.
Oh wait.
He's been weird, man.
I have to rewatch it, man. I don't remember.
Yeah,
it.
Buzz Aldrin. Buzz
I
Aldrin is in the episode, though. He comes to their house.
Yeah,
He
dude.
talks to Punky.
The whole thing is like, dude, they made that show like a week later after the crash, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. They just made that in a week or something like that, dude. You know what I mean? And like, I showed it on a live stream, and then that shit got banned and shit. Like,
That's weird.
like what's so bad about
Yeah,
that
who's
show?
looking up?
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You could watch any other episode of Punky Brewster for free on YouTube, but not that one. You know what I mean? It's like,
Really?
yeah. It's weird.
Oh, wow.
And like,
I mean, the thing about them shooting it in a week, in fairness, the dialogue and the writing is like absolutely horrible.
shit.
But yeah, just the
it was-
production
it
in
was
the
a
80s
kid
wasn't
show.
as fast.
Dude, it was for little kids, man. They showed that show at like 6 or 7 p.m. on like a Saturday or a Sunday.
You remember when fucking little midget dude on different
plane.
strokes tried to molest him and shit? They had a molester on the show.
Are you
they
talking
was the
about
first-
Different Strokes or Webster?
Different strokes. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had
The
had
bike
him
shop
on-
episode.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
they was the first show to do it.
They were gonna play King Neptune, the bike shop owner. He's like, "Come on, let's play King Neptune in the bathtub."
They have him in the.
they
See, yeah,
made-
that's another weird.
They made
That's
that
another weird-
episode because of McMartin Preschool, dude. All these things came out because of McMartin Preschool. Like, they made a Sesame Street episode, and Webster made a commercial, dude. It was like a huge thing.
Remember they had all the Satanists coming on the daytime talk shows?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a cover-up, dude, for sure. I remember that shit was in the news, like, all the time for, like, 3 years. And then all of a sudden, you never heard of it. and then like what 4 years later they were like, this fucking that shit never happened.
Satanic panic. Yeah, they gate kept it like a motherfucker and made it weird. That was the whole point.
They tried to say it never happened, but then somebody went back and found the tunnels and shit. How about McMartin still? I think
What'd you say?
You're talking about McMartin still, right?
What about it?
They found the tunnels. The tunnels were. They found the tunnels, and there was evidence that shit was going on down there. Like they found fucking beds and like fucking kids' toys and shit.
Yeah,
fucking
they found the tunnels.
Bunch of weird shit.
The dude that found the tunnels was Gary Stickle from UCLA. He was like he is an archaeologist, and he stands by his work to this day. So yeah, they found the fucking tunnels, dude, and then they destroyed the place a few years ago.
Yeah, they fucking bulldozed that shit, and they've got something else built over it now, don't they?
It's like a restaurant or condos. They got rid of that shit. Yeah, that shit totally happened. And also, it wasn't just one preschool. They just focused on that preschool. It was 8 different preschools where they interviewed these kids. They showed that they had fucking physical fucking they were fucking sexually assaulted, man. And then the chick that first reported it, she supposedly committed suicide the day before the fucking hearing or whatever. All these dude, 3 people died the day before they were supposed to testify. So there's like 5 or 6 murders in the whole fucking thing that they never talked about.
That's it proves how fucking bullshit our system is. The fucking victim dies or the witness dies, and the court's like, oh, okay, well, can't proceed this case anymore. What the fuck? Like, dude, yeah, that should have been even more evidence to press further and figure out what the fuck is going on here, right?
And there's more, dude. There's a bunch more to the story, like no one ever even talks about. But like, you know the band, the Righteous Brothers. I don't know if you heard of them. They're from like the '60s or the '70s, and they sing.
Yeah.
They sang, "You Lost That Loving Feeling," right? So that dude, his wife, dropped off their son to McMartin preschool, and then she went home and she was murdered. And then he was like implicated for years. He was like a suspect in the case for years. And then later on they said, oh, we got DNA evidence from this guy. But then when they tried to get this guy who was supposedly on the run, the cops had a shootout with him and just killed him. So it's like, so then he was exonerated like in 2010 or some shit. Bill Medley of the Righteous Brothers. But I mean, I don't know, man. Seems like some crazy conspiracy. So this chick, her name was something Kloss. I forget her name. Karen Kloss. So the kid's name was Damien, but Bill Medley was the stepfather. The real father, he drove off a cliff in Oregon. So that was another murder connected to the case.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's crazy,
well, dude. And another thing that's crazy about all that is the 2 lawyers that defended the son. I think it was the son of McMartin.
Yeah,
and
Bucky,
the mother,
Raymond Bucky.
Yeah, the lawyers that worked his case and got him. I think he was wasn't he fucking I think they fucking said he was guilty at first, and then they got him acquitted on a fucking retrial or some shit.
Something, dude. But they found
something like that. But what my point was is those same lawyers are the same ones that went and defended James Alefantis for a city ordinance fucking violation for Comet Ping Pong. You know what I mean?
Really?
And I think they were the Maccabee brothers, the Maccabee lawyers.
Oh, no, his lawyer was something Davis.
Okay, well, the Maccabees were tied with one of the major kids cases. It might have been Boys
But the
Town.
McMartin case was the big. They spent more money on that case than any other case before, like OJ or something like that. That was like the biggest case ever. But even the prosecutor lady, she stands by it. She's like, yeah, those kids were abused, and a bunch of the kids still later on said, yeah, we were abused, whatever. Just because they won the case doesn't mean it didn't happen, you know?
Not the Maccabees. Oh no, the Maccabees were attached to the West Memphis Three. That's what it was. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Another
but they
totally
were,
weird story.
and they were also attached to, I believe what was the little girl that went missing? Uh, uh, the Podesta brothers was implicated.
Madeline McCain or something like that.
Yeah, Madeline. Yeah, Madeline McCain. Was it McCain?
MM.
I'm not sure, but I know what you're talking about. What?
Oh
what?
no, it was the
I
same
wonder
lawyers
about that
were
girl, the girl that was taped to the table. Where is that girl today?
Yeah, no shit, right? Good question.
She would be like 20 by now.
At least 16, 17.
Because that picture, if you look at like the old videos, that picture was on his shit for like 5
On his
years.
Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, that shit's
And
crazy.
not only that picture, dude, there was a bunch of fucked up pictures and artwork in the comment, and not to mention he owns Pegasus Museum, which has the permit to ship living art.
Yeah.
I know once Pegasus got brought up into the Pizzagate, and it got shut down, and you know
Yeah, all the shills
I
just showed
remember
up.
I remember one of the
The honeybee.
Pizzagators actually having phone calls from James threatening him and shit, and then all of that, he disappeared or whatever. So it was all really weird.
What was his name? Something O'Neal. Ryan O'Neal. Not Random
See
Rants of Ryan, but the other Ryan. He was trying to
Random
sell.
Rants
He had a website, pizzagear.com or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of sketchy, but like, I don't know, that info was pretty legit that they put out.
The phone call sounded like him too. It sounded like James.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is trust the
not
plan.
to mention the ties back to the Clintons at that point, because James worked on Clinton's Hillary's fucking campaign, and they were like hosting pizza parties and shit. Remember
Yeah.
Barack Obama had the hot dog party and shit. Spent like how much money?
Yeah.
There was a ridiculous amount of money on hot dogs. Flew in a bunch of people.
Yeah, what do you
hot
think
dogs and
about
shit.
the revelation of the method theory that everyone talks about? That they have to put this out for their karma or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
They put this shit in our face to like put it in our face, but also they have to like clear their conscience, and it's called revelation of the method, and it's in that one dude Robert Anton Wilson talks about
Anton Wilson,
in his book.
I've never heard that before. I've heard.
I don't think it has anything to do with
They like
karma,
to
and I think
like rub their nuts in our face and
exactly.
do it out in the open, but it's still like an open secret.
I think it serves two other purposes. Like, number one, mockery, straight up, and then through mockery, what you do is you muddy the waters. You kind of reveal something that to a normie would seem so absurd and insane.
Yeah.
It's like, no, man, you think they're all in some evil, like blood drinking, satanic cabal, whatever, and then it serves so many purposes, man. You create a group of radicalized people who now they take that to be absolute truth, and they become the QAnon ones. So you make another group controlled by like the same entity, right? The same like government, the same military intelligence, and you also serve to just kind of you provide your version of the story, and then you debunk it to your own satisfaction, and that works again on the normies. So if you talk to somebody who's a normie, who's like left leaning politically, whatever, they refer to it as the Pizzagate psyop, or like the Pizzagate hoax, like a crazy, unhinged, far right conspiracy theory, right? That's it. They don't even entertain the shit. It's just crazy because the news told them it was crazy. So like,
yeah, remember that people were like they debunked Frazzle Drip or whatever. When?
Yeah,
when?
They said. When did they debunk Pizzagate? I keep hearing every time Pizzagate is brought up in the media, it's talked about a debunked conspiracy theory. I was like, you guys debunked this to nobody's standards but your own. Like, it has never been debunked. You didn't debunk shit. You didn't deal with most of the stuff that people had issues with. Yeah, like what are we talking about? Who debunked it? The same fact checkers at like Snopes.com? Who's the authority on if a thing has been debunked or not? But you could present your version of the story, and like at this point, this is what I'm saying, dude. This is my issue with the people who have like these political heroes and stuff, is because they could literally come out and tell you the truth now. Like, we're at this point, the guy could come and tell you, yes, I'm gonna go murder somebody as soon as this press conference is over, and people will hear something completely different based on their political alliance. If they're a Trump supporter, they'll be like, oh no, he just had to say that because don't you see? What he actually meant is like, this is coded language and the white hats are in control. And then the other side, they're like, oh no, he's this crazy, like racist, Nazi, whatever. And like, neither of those things are true. You're both hallucinating.
They support it and they egg them on and they're like, yeah, fucking do it, until after the fact, and like, oh shit, maybe he shouldn't have done that.
No, because it's justified. Everything, like, this is it. You have no actual backbone, and you're just allowing yourself to constantly be taken for a ride. Like, dude, 2 months ago, all the Trump supporters online were calling this guy the peace president. This is what's killing me. They were calling him the peace president. Oh, this guy doesn't do wars. He doesn't do anything. Then they're like coping with the Venezuela thing. They're like, oh, see, if this happened during the Biden administration, this thing would have drug out for 4 years. But instead, because it's Trump and he's so like strategic and white hats are winning and all this, he went and he captured the guy and it was all over and done with in 24 hours. It's like, yeah, but it's still a robbery. Like, if you do a bank, you know what I mean? Like, why are you defending that? No, it's actually
Mexico. That's where all the Zetas are and all the killers, dude.
We're witnessing a bigger land grab than even the fucking royal family was able to do. Right?
Did you watch
You're witnessing it. It's still happening. They're talking about taking Greenland now. Taking it because we have the military force.
He straight up came out and said after the Venezuela thing, he came out and specifically said, like, in his own words, yes, Mexico's next, and we're looking at the cartels, and the cartels, they've been ruining the country for so long. It's so sad what's happening in that country. And yeah, he's just gonna justify military action against Mexico because we got to get the cartels now and all this. But again,
probably blame the government for not doing it themselves.
I'm for it, dude. Like, fuck, man.
But that's the thing. Oh, okay, but that's written in the thing. Like, and I just found out the other day that like Elon Musk's grandfather had something to do with the drafting of those ideas back in the day. The technate of North America. So like combining, you remember that they used to call that conspiracy theory too when they talked about like the Amero and making like expanding the United Nation or United States like throughout all of North America.
Expanding the United States. Let's be honest. We're just the military arm of Israel at this point.
Yeah, like the empire, whatever the fuck it is. Like, for them to use one.
I mean, we've got a big head, and they're going to inflate America's brain. In our ego with the idea, oh yeah, this is American territory, dude. We're literally the fighting arm of Israel. That's it. And I didn't believe that completely until recently. You know what I mean? I thought that maybe one side of the fucking wing, the left or the right, would be against Zionism or whatever, but they're not, dude. Nobody in power is. You know what I mean?
90%
bad
of
they're
Congress or something is
ostracizing.
like dual citizens, bro. That's all you need to know. It's like occupied
Yeah.
government.
Look at how bad they're ostracizing the two biggest fucking personalities
And
that I'm not even completely sure that I trust either of them either, but they're fucking speaking out against that shit. And did you see? I don't know who the guy was, but Candace showed it on her show. The guy was speaking to uh is whatever Israel's fucking Congress is or whatever, and was saying that Tucker and Candace are enemies of the state.
what?
Yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Uh,
They have their
Somebody
pub.
was speaking in front of the uh, Zionist board meeting, whatever, and they're calling Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens enemies of the state.
That's what they did to Hitler, though. Hitler was the best thing to happen
Candace
for
just
the.
put a fucking sorry to interrupt you. Candace just put a fucking short up on her thing, and if something happens to her, that is Israel did it. I just saw that shit before I clicked on the fucking live stream voice call.
If they fund both sides of every war and the outcome of the war always works in the favor of a Zionist agenda, then that's all you need to know. So, like that, Ed posted that thing about Hitler being that, right? The guy was just saying, like, straight up. So, like, hold up, if Hitler was funded by Rothschilds and international bankers, literally Jews, both sides funding it, they create the enemy, and then
What if they
they
were just
justify.
trying? What if they were just trying to keep more of the money for themselves and pull as many off of themselves as possible? You know what? Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like more for me, no, even against their own kind type shit.
Who are we talking about? Who are you talking about?
You said the Rothschilds was funding Hitler, and aren't the Rothschilds Jewish?
Yeah,
They're Jewish.
I'm just saying it's a means to an end. If I create an enemy, it's like the definition of controlled opposition. If I control the ultimate bad guy, and now throughout history, every time anyone is even remotely critical of Israel, Jewish supremacy, any of these ideas, they're able to fight back with this victimhood mentality
Yeah.
of we're the victims and Hitler and the Holocaust never again and all this shit. It's the perfect scapegoat. That whole nation was created as a result of this stuff. So the idea is that they funded it to create the fucking monster for the world. So now anyone that stands in face of the monster or the victims of the monster, they're like these forever victims. And now we got to treat them with special care and accommodate to them because their people have been through so much. But like, look at Germany today. Germany
Do
is
you
fucked.
believe that there are Jewish people that are poor on the earth?
Yeah.
And do you think that the few rich, the uber rich ones, the ones that own the media and everything, do you think they give a fuck about them?
No.
The others? Right.
Hell no. They're puppets, man. Israel is one of the weirdest countries. It's the gayest and most vaccinated country in the world. That's all you have to know. They're very proud of their.
Ouroboros. It's the ultimate
gay
lesson in Ouroboros. So the snake ends up eating itself. You know, the true greed ends up taking over. Right?
Yeah.
I knew this Jewish kid in my neighborhood. Like they weren't rich, but they weren't poor, you know. But they're just like.
That's what I'm saying. And I got nothing against people that practice Judaism that live beside me and have the same struggles that I have in life. I got nothing against them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is
skate with this fool. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Just I only knew because like we went to his pad and like he would be staying with his grandparents and they were like full on totally super Jewish, you know. But you would never know that he was. Just his name was.
Yeah, well, I'm saying,
you know,
if
what's it called? Tretch, you should look at this guy. Have you ever seen any of those Professor Jang videos? He's giving like lectures to like high school students about secret societies and stuff like this.
Let me look him up.
It's called Predictive History. Really good shit. But Anyway, Jim, don't get triggered, but he did a podcast recently with Higher Side Chats, right? And he went into he was talking more about Sabbatean Frankists.
Well,
and this dude sabotaged
I'm not
ZJ
triggered,
like back in the
but
day.
you know who the Higher Side Chats are good friends with, right?
I forget which network, but yeah,
Joe
you've told me
Rogan.
this like a bunch of
Joe
times.
Rogan.
Yeah. Right after that guy, you know who he had anyway? He had Rob Skiba's son. Have you seen Rob Skiba's kid? He's got like tattoos on his face and shit.
No.
Bro, it's pretty weird. Like I watched it afterward. I was just like, what?
Hey,
This
but,
is
I
yes.
went to that meetup where Rob Skiba was at, and everyone wanted to talk to him. No one wanted to talk to Mark Sargent or Patricia Steer.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. At least that guy. I mean, I never really watched his videos, but at least he had material. Like he wasn't just a.
Yeah, I didn't
You know,
get
whether
a chance to talk to him because there were so many people around him trying to talk to him. So
his son is super weird, but he teamed up with this Jewish-looking dude who has a menorah on the back of his thing actually, and they're like kind of carrying on the Rob Skiba legacy, which is pretty interesting.
There's
But
a
anyway,
lot of
this guy
videos
was
that try to make Rob Skiba out to be like this fucking. He was like telling the truth, and they fucking like
Yeah.
they killed him or some shit.
That's
But
what his
also,
kid's
he
talking
was
about.
on
Yeah.
He was on. Dude, what is that? It was like this religious thing that a bunch of people were on. Like the dude, the FBI agent, you know, that talked about McMartin shit. You know what I'm talking about? Who was that one FBI agent, dude? That's like a conspiracy guy. You don't remember what I'm talking about?
FBI agent. No.
Dude, he talked. Oh man, he talked about McMartin and the Satanic Panic all the time, dude. But that, I'm trying to think of the name of this.
Ed Gunderson?
Yeah, Gunderson.
A radio guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Gunderson guy. Well, he was on some shit. It's like some religious show, and all these fake ass fools showed up on this religious show, and I can't remember the name of it, dude. But you see it a lot in like truther videos, and Rob Skiba was on the fucking shit too, you know. So I don't know, man. That fool's sketchy. Even though he had some good info, but overall, I didn't care for that dude. You know, but I don't feel like he was as bad as Mark Sargent.
Yeah, he wasn't as like promoted and stuff. At least if it was in like kind of maybe more info based channels, like stuff people actually talking about something, where they give lectures or they write books or they do something
like
on certain topics.
The same. I feel like he was part of some sort of religious network that promoted that guy, L.A. Marzulli.
Kent Hovind. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kent Hovind too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kent Hovind is on that same thing I'm talking about. I can't remember the name of it though. I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, big time, man. And there's no way to know. Like all we could do in hindsight is kind of look at the associations, you know. Yeah. I take people at face value and listen to what they say, and then sometimes I'm wondering, like, okay, so are you saying this because you're trying to communicate an idea, you're trying to create a group, or do you actually believe this shit? Like, or both, you know, like which is it?
I do that, but I trust my gut first, dude. If my gut's screaming something, if I feel weird about somebody, I don't even look at them, man. I won't even.
Yeah.
I won't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One thing I've learned is the older I got, really tuned into those internal instincts about people and shit.
Exactly, dude. I said that to someone the other day. These same people that I was talking about earlier, and they got mad, dude. They get mad. They take it as like a personal attack. And all I'm saying is like, you guys want to talk about God and all this, and how you have the truth because you're with him, and that's cool, whatever. But like, don't you think that you have intuition for a reason too? Don't you think that if someone was trying to scam you, they might say stuff that might actually appeal to your sensibilities? Like if I'm gonna try to go grift off a bunch of Christians, I'm not gonna approach them from an atheist, satanic point of view.
No
I'm not gonna right? I'm not going to promote the doctrine of Lucifer. I'm going to go talk to them like I'm a Christ believer, and I'm going to say all the things that they want to hear. And once I'm in good, they're like, oh man, this guy says all the stuff that I care about. Then
knowing your
you're more
audience.
open. Yeah, and that's what I think everybody with these huge platforms who've dedicated their entire life now to social media work, to podcasting, to selling merch and selling books and touring. Like, yeah, my automatic default position is like, you're a grifter. You have to, and that's the least egregious. Like, if you're just a grifter, it's like, fine, you're seeing a gap in a market, and you're like, wait, I could fill this gap and I could make some money. Fantastic. That's how most grifters operate. But there's another level where it's more nefarious, and it's like, no, you actually work for intelligence agencies. Like, you're literally a part of the problem. You're just the you work for the propaganda wing of that thing. So you are out here controlling narratives. You're giving people who don't do their own research their talking points. You're causing separation and division, and you're potentially muddying the waters of true information because you're mixing up the real with a bunch of speculation and just straight up fabrications and lies too. Like Candace Owens, bro. Like, if you go and you listen, she says, yeah, she did an interview with the dude from SS Liberty or whatever, the only surviving guy. Like, he's an old man now, but this guy firsthand account of U.S. ships being attacked by Israel. And they kept firing on them even when they figured out that they were American ships. So this was done deliberately. And so if you watch that, you're like, oh yeah, hell yeah, Candace telling the truth. But at the same time, she comes, and her way of debunking or like proving that there was fuckery in the Charlie Kirk thing was to say that she had dreams about it.
Yeah. Well,
she keeps referring to her dreams, dude, and that's like, now they that's it, because she said some cool stuff. People are like, yes, girl, Jesus, whatever, and then it's like now she can become a mystic or some kind of prophet and be like, I had dreams of bees.
Yeah, I heard her say recently that she believes that, like, literally, she said this on her show. She believes that she can be shown stuff that can't be shown to the public, and will believe her if she says that it's true or not.
Yeah, that's insane.
Just said that, like, last week, and
super red flags, like.
Yeah. Oh, and that other point I was going to say was that whole thing with the Turning Point was supposed to be like, a fucking streamed event where everybody was able to fucking, field questions with each other that were involved, and ask questions and answer questions that people had. And next thing you know, Erica Kirk and Candace are having a private fucking meeting. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't. Once that happened, I didn't feel good about that either. You know what I mean? Even though she came strong with it after that, still, acting like she's still pursuing the investigation or whatever. It just felt weird.
Hey,
that we
exactly, bro. But you're in the small minority. That's the thing. Is like, most people are going to listen to that. They're going to ignore the red flags. They're going to put their discernment on pause for a minute, and they're just going to be like, why am I listening to this chick in the first place? Oh yeah, remember when she said this. And they can then list off all the things that she said that were valid. You know what I mean? But it's like, why are we making, when they start fucking up or they start exposing themselves, it's like, at this point, if you're honest with yourself and your discernment is on point, why would you ever then make excuses for somebody that you only know through the media? This isn't your friend. This isn't your family member. There's no reason to really defend them. You get it? It's just someone that said something once upon a time that you liked, bro. And I don't think that that's good enough. But this is it. This is the bigger problem. This is why people have heroes. This is why QAnon works so well. This is why people think Trump might do good things, even though life around them, if they just look in the real world, is kind of not better off than it was before. It's like progressively getting worse. Middle class is being destroyed. People can't afford to fucking live. Like, stop it. Stop making excuses for the movies that you're watching on TV. You don't have to do that. Like, that's it. Your loyalty doesn't have to be with people that you've never actually met or ever talked to. You want to be loyal to somebody blindly, let it be your family, man. whatever. At least you have some actual connection to them, and you'd be like, you know what, I love them, so I can accept their flaws. But a politician or like a podcaster with ties to military intelligence, like literally the people that invented psyops, we're gonna make excuses for these people when they address millions at a time? I can't do that. I can't, and I won't. Like, there's no. The only thing it could ever do for me is just make me feel a little bit more comfortable. But I think that's what like religion does ultimately. Sure, on some days I wake up and I'm kind of envious of religious people. I'm like, no matter how bad stuff gets around them, they have this kind of comfort that ultimately like they're taken care of, and it's going to be good, all good at the end. Like, don't worry, don't stress too much. God got you. This is kind of what you're doing with your political heroes and your alternative media figures. Oh, the truth is coming out. It's like, is it? I don't, maybe, but like maybe not also, because maybe they perfected propaganda to the point where it feels like that. It feels like the truth is coming out, but all it ever is dangling a fucking carrot in front of you on a stick.
Yo.
Sorry, Jim. Yeah, what were you saying?
The Prophecy Club. What happened to dude? He rage quit?
He joined for a half a second. He better come back. I'm gonna spam tag him if he doesn't. Kenny.
Okay,
But what I was gonna talk. What the fuck?
You gotta echo Kenny.
Fuck. Damn.
Fuck.
Oh,
The echo set out. Nah, like the Prophecy Club. You heard of that? All these people show up on the Prophecy Club, like Rob Skiba, Ted Gunderson, L.A. Marzulli. A bunch of conspiracy people show up on this Prophecy Club. I think Kent Hovind too was on there. And I don't know, what was that shit, like an old TV show or something? I don't know.
You said they use clips from it in like old documentaries and stuff, like compilation videos? I'll look at it. Maybe
Yeah.
seem familiar.
If you look at old Ted Gunderson talk, because Ted Gunderson, he's been dead for a while, right? It shows he's at the Prophecy Club. Rob Skiba, he was at the Prophecy Club. It's like some religious fucking shit. And I don't know if it was on TV or it was just like people just made videos of it.
You just looked that up? I'm trying to get a link to the thing, but my computer's freaking out. There it is.
It's like some church, I guess. But
oh yeah, look, it's on every podcast.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a lot of these people were connected to that. It's like maybe that was like the network behind a lot of people, but it doesn't mean like everything they said is bullshit. All these different people have a little bit of truth. You know what I mean? Like Rob Skiba and other people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what makes it hard for us, man. Because like we have to, if we're just the people looking for stuff, and then we're getting our information from all these different places, it's like then at some point you have to be like, okay. I mean, you have to go a level deeper. But for most people, they fall perfectly into the group. They fall perfectly into the identity group or this like subculture that was created for them. Like, yeah, bro, Skiba alone was huge in Flat Earth, right? Like they were entire portions of those conferences and things that they used to have that would go to those things with the intention of only listening and hearing or getting to even meet Rob Skiba. So it's like, I get it. People can be charismatic and you can like stuff, but I mean, this is the exact same phenomenon that we talk about when we're talking about CIA and military intelligence with all the music stuff from back in the day till current day.
Hey,
all that Grateful Dead up until NWA stuff we were talking about. Same thing.
Oh, what's up?
Did you get rid of your echo?
Oh, fuck, man.
Did I?
And
Hell
you
yeah.
talked to Rob
Sound
Skiba,
good.
didn't you, at that one meetup?
Yeah, I was doing a live stream with Karen on Sun and Family, Moon Family United, whatever,
Yeah.
and just interviewed him. I interviewed like everybody, so it was fuck. I just stuck some headphones on him and said, "Here, talk to these people over here." Yeah.
But did you talk
It
to
was
him,
cool.
like, personally?
Not really. It's just that interview, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I was doing a live stream, so
Yeah.
I was.
There was
I didn't
a lot
really.
of people trying to talk to him, is what I remember.
Yeah, he was getting surrounded by tons of people. I remember that. Yeah, so was Patricia Steer and Mark Sargent and
Not as much
those.
as Skiba, though.
Yeah, Skiba was definitely a big attraction at that meetup for sure.
Yeah, he's way better at it. So like that's the thing, is he's gonna have a bigger following. That makes sense to me. That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
He's better at the thing. Even like cool. So like when I was paying attention to flat earth stuff, I clicked hot potatoes a couple times. I clicked what's that Mark Sargent show that he did with her, and I never understood what the hell they were talking about ever. I was just like, what is this? It's just, I mean,
Yeah, it was
like there was no real.
It was like a
It was
comedy
just-
show. It was like a comedy
like
show.
Yeah, they wanted to make like a weird hangout place for, I guess, people that are kind of interested in flat Earth. Like but they never really talked about information, so I didn't see the appeal. Like it definitely wasn't for my generation. I felt like older people kind of liked it, and really like super fans of Mark Sargent liked it.
Yeah.
There's like 10 of them, but that was about it. You know, that was it.
Well,
Skiba, obviously,
Patricia-
the guy's published books and stuff. Like he's done way more conferencing. He's done way more public talks. So it makes sense that he would have a bigger following, you know?
For sure, man. He was more Hollywood, trying to get into Hollywood. I remember him trying to, his younger years, he was trying to break in, writing movies and scripts and shit. Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah, I kind of remember him talking about that at one point. I don't know where I heard it, but I think when he did some really good, he did like a couple of really good flat Earth, like mini documentary kind of things.
He
Back in
had
the
some
day.
interviews with some pilots, but that was about all that I saw that was pretty good, you know.
He did a couple little experiments with some visuals. He had that one.
Connie is in the chat killing it. Like she totally gets it.
On YouTube, dude, I don't have permission
Yeah.
to put anything in the chat, man. So
What do you mean? You have
I'm looking.
You
It
have
says I don't have
friend-
perms, bro. Fuck.
what the hell? Your
What?
friend, isn't that the one?
Live stream chat. That's that where you're talking?
I'm on
I guess main chat.
my
Hold
Calm
on.
Down channel.
Try
What?
now, Kenny.
Okay.
I thought
see it.
friend. I gave you friend. I thought friend was the like. There's a. Yeah.
All right,
Okay. Cool.
I'm in, but I don't see anything else in there. Was that not the chat you guys use, or? I thought-
Sometimes no, we're just in main chat now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But I was talking about Connie on YouTube is saying she's in the chat over there. She says they set the narrative, back each other up, and sell stuff on the side. Suddenly, everyone is a prophet, an apostle, a messiah. Celebrity, aka fame, is an idol, and that's the bigger point. That's
Right.
literally every time I talk on these online. This is what it comes back to: is that there's some person for everybody. There's a gatekeeper in place for
Right.
whatever it is you're interested in at the time, right? And the
Right.
thing that the first spell that you're supposed to break to kind of hopefully start to see things a little clearer, and it won't. Like you're still going to be confused. I'm not saying I now know what's happening in the world. I don't. But I know that I don't have any heroes online, bro. I know that potentially everybody is compromised. That's my starting point.
Right.
People call that paranoia and stuff. I don't think it's paranoia because I have a brain of my own. And if information makes sense to me, or if I care to look into something, I'm going to do that. I'm not waiting for somebody to tell me what's what and then take that as gospel and,
Right.
kind of, yeah, dude. And I wish more people would do that instead of getting mad at me for saying that. Like this shouldn't be a controversial opinion for somebody, quote unquote, truth seeker to have. Like you should realize that, yes, people deceive, bro. You live in deception land. That's the whole problem, is like lies are told
Deception
and
land.
disseminated. That's it.
Yeah.
The fuck?
You guys were talking about, I don't know, some other things right before I got here. What was it?
Pizzagate?
The occultist guy was you talking? What was it?
Cultist guy.
I don't know. Fuck with
Crowley?
that. You guys talked about it before I got here. I had a fucking mic problem, man.
Ted Gunderson?
Gunderson. It was Gunderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's dead. But yeah, he was.
He told
Wasn't
some
he
truth
He
about
told a
McMartin.
lot of truth, right?
Yeah. The McMartin
Yeah.
shit, that shit happened.
Wasn't he exposing what was going on with the cops in L.A. and that kind of shit, right? Wasn't he an ex-FBI guy, or right? Am I thinking
His
something else?
ex-FBI.
Right?
I mean, the main thing that I'd seen him talk about was the McMartin thing, the cover-up. I mean, he's the one that hired the archaeologists, and they found the tunnels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that's all. And there's a report. You can find it online, the whole fucking report. So, whatever.
Interesting.
I did a video on it. I might re-upload it. That whole Pizzagate channel I did got taken down, so all those videos were gone. I still got them.
Really?
Oh yeah, my big channel got taken years ago.
They didn't reinstate it when they reinstated everybody else's shit like last year?
No.
Really?
YouTube and Twitter both have me labeled as a domestic terrorist.
What the hell?
What?
Yeah.
Hold up. Have you checked? Like, do you know? Because they'd send an email. Like, it's weird. I don't know what happened like a couple months ago.
I tried to get my main channel back on YouTube, and they were like, nah.
You don't have those videos? You don't have a copy of the videos you made, like on Laura?
Yeah, I have
Silsby
all
and
of them.
stuff?
I don't have them uploaded anywhere.
Yeah, I remember those were good videos you had on Laura Silsby and the whole Haiti thing.
I watched them back when you posted them, like back in the day. Some of them for sure. You should put them on somewhere where at least maybe that stuff is more welcomed, even though
You don't have a BitChute?
I don't know. Have you Rumble or
BitChute,
BitChute? Or something?
Yeah, they're all on BitChute.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You're good, man.
Yeah, they're all still on BitChute, I think. I haven't been on BitChute in a long time.
What's your BitChute? Drop a link.
I haven't been on there forever. I gotta look it up.
Same, bro. I always forget about it till I go looking for like some old documentary that I can't find anymore on YouTube, and then I just go to BitChute and it's like right there.
Oh shit! Let me get search
Yeah.
BitChute.
I logged into my Steemit account recently. I found my code or whatever.
Oh,
what account? Your what account?
The Steemit.
Is that still a thing?
Wow, is that a thing?
It still exists. People are still posting shit, but I don't know.
Really?
I don't even understand. How do you make money on that shit? I don't understand the whole thing.
People are like supposed to tip you or something. I think you could. Crypto, yeah. But BitChute has all the old like docs and all the compilation stuff mirrored by like hundreds of channels. Like randomly, my sister messaged me and she was like, "What's all that stuff you told me I should look at about?" She was asking me about Sandy Hook, and I was like, "Damn, there's no way I'm gonna find these on YouTube." Like I was just looking for old presentations and stuff, but I went to BitChute and I found everything 100 times, like just mirrored.
Yeah, I use it's called Old BitChute, not the new one. They switched the format, but they still have the old one going, and you got all the same content coming in. It's interesting, man. But yeah, you type in Old BitChute, and it looks it looked like it originally did. It doesn't look any different. It changed.
Oh, the old UI.
I was like, this is bullshit, man. When it changed, I kept getting duplicates of every video, man. Almost every single video either had duplicates or triplicates, or it was all fucked up. And I was like, this is shit. And then Agave's like, check it out. Here's Old BitChute. And I'm like, nice. Here, I'll drop a link or something, man. Fucking.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's just looks like it originally did, and it works like it originally did, which was great because I could search and filter stuff. It was good.
What about New P? Has New P been spamming you guys with E1's stuff?
Yeah, man. Well, it just not spamming, but he puts it on his fucking channel, and then I get a notification that he posted something, and that's all. I don't know if he's.
Oh, I thought.
Dude, I'm down with the 2-pole flat Earth, man. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's definitely cool.
It's
worth a look, you know. Ain't throwing it out of there, but
yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know why E1 is the guru. Like, I remember I was kind of mean to the guy during COVID because he was doing some weird stuff.
He was buying into like this thing's real, and it was like we were trying to yell at him, and like, dude,
he bought into it way worse, dude. He was doing worse than the media. That's the thing, and there was like people listening. He was like, "Oh, you don't understand. Like, millions of people are already dead, and the media is covering it up." And I was like, "Dude, stop! Like, just stop.
Stop it. Yeah.
Please stop telling people that." I remember Trouble was in there, and she was like getting scared and shit. And I was like, "Man, this guy, he's kind of doing what I'm pissed off at the media for doing, which is like the fear campaign. But he's doing it with triple the intensity to a much smaller group. Like, oh no, actually, it's way worse than they're even saying. Like, the news was bad enough." And then this guy's like, "No, this is actually a cover up, and like millions of dead." Bro.
Yeah, he was buying in, and I was like, "Dude, man, easy, man. Nobody's dying."
My shit's getting some hits over here. I didn't even know.
Anyway,
do you talk to him since? Like, New P doesn't really talk to me. I would have asked him, like, did he come off of that?
I had a couple of like offline shit. We were hanging out. Just I don't know what we were talking about, gold and some other shit, but. Anyway, it was not too many times, maybe like 3 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was mostly the last one was actually about his map, and this was months and months ago, and I was trying to get my head around it, man. So I had a lot of questions. So New Perspective hooked up a 3-way call. We kind of went through it a little bit. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel bad now looking back that I was kind of like aggressive towards him, but it's like, dude.
I think he would admit, even to this day, yeah, I was wrong. You know.
I mean, yeah,
whatever.
If it was going the way he said, everybody would be dead. There'd be one guy left on Earth right now. It'd be E1 only.
Yeah, GM jumped his shit too, man. I remember one night.
Like, my bad.
It's all right, bro. You got fucking triggered. You got triggered.
Yeah, we're trying to fight back an international coordinated world government media fear campaign. So it's like this was our only way to face it head on. Was the guy telling us, "Oh no, the media is actually downplaying how bad this thing is," and I was like, "Downplaying what, bro? Everyone around me is in full psychosis already. Like they don't need to
masks. My neighbors wrapped himself in plastic.
Have you looked into the 2-pole flat Earth model?
Yeah. I heard them talk about it. I just didn't watch the videos that New P sent that he had privated or whatever.
Yeah,
they're right here though.
Totally. I mean, the A map is trash, right? We always kind of knew that, but this shit totally works. The same as the globe, basically.
All right. Connie says that his new handle is a mystery. I don't know about that. He's calmed down a bit.
Yeah, that's cool. I would have just asked him, like, if I could go back in time
I think she's messing around, man. There is a channel called Mr. E, but he
was the tranny guy.
He does the same shit as Poncho's doing, right?
Yeah, he's the OG transvestigator.
He's the fucking OG. Poncho is his little understudy.
But Mr. E was like a troll, dude. That was like a satire. I don't even think he was being serious. Like, he was the one that said
He's still going, bro. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Because I thought Poncho took what that guy was doing and like took it seriously. Like, I think that guy was trying to be funny because he got to. If I'm thinking, I might be getting Mr. E mixed up with the other guy. If there was another guy, Ed, if he was here, he'd be able to tell me right now. But there was the dude who said that like literally everybody was a tranny except him, and he's like, my mom and dad were trannies. Like, my dad was the mom,
right?
And my mom was. And I was just like, dude, why? Just stop making videos. Like, there's no way. I was cracking up when I heard that. Like, I thought he was trolling the shit out of transvestigation, quote unquote, community. You know.
I mean, if I was gonna troll it, that'd be one way to do it, man, for sure, right? It's like, yeah, my mom and dad are both trans. You know, like what?
Yeah, and then his wife, like his first wife was or
Wife.
something. I was like, you got married to a person and you didn't know
Yeah,
that they were like a
kids,
trans?
yeah, kids together. Yeah. What?
How's that, bro?
It happens.
Exactly.
I mean, it doesn't happen, dude. That's like saying you date. I don't know, whatever. I thought it was like insane internet like satire, like just pure schizo shit. I couldn't tell, to be honest. I thought it was hilarious though.
Anyway, that
It was funny, but Poncho's on it daily, bro. Poncho's telling me,
he's
Mike,
still doing it. Can you? I just can't, dude. It's been he bounced out of I think it was like February 2018, man. He bounced out of fucking doing live streams or whatever, and then all of a sudden he's doing these videos. You know, maybe like 6 months later he started up, but he's been going ever since, man. Like for like 5 years now. He's doing videos. Well, he took some time off. Maybe it was longer. Might have been a couple years, but all of a sudden he came back and just fucking full on.
Does he ever play songs?
Yeah, he'll play a song on his guitar. You bet your ass. Yeah. Hell yeah.
He said Mike Tyson was a trans fucking like a bunch of huge
Brock
Lesnar.
The jet fuel hoax anymore?
No,
he stabbed up that one dude. He stabbed up the guy, and then that was it.
He does some flat earths. He'll like go on a flat earth rant. I don't know. I probably maybe watched like 5 or 6 of his streams while I was like sitting on the couch, you know, or in the workshop doing something. I just put it on, and you know, every once in a while, I mean, he's totally off the trans, hanging on to flat earth and God, or you know, talking about something else other than the trans things. But yeah, he just does all the comps. He's like, look at her chin, look at her neck, look at the shoulder, arm, fingers, you know.
I need a picture of them walking down the stairs. Yeah,
the whole walking thing. You know, look at that, the way they walk.
I don't know, man. It's some kind of psychosis because you could draw those lines. Like I've seen them do the triangle thing. They draw the line between the eyes and then the nose, like the downward triangle. But sometimes, like just to make the triangle fit, it'll either like be pointing at the corners of the eyes, and sometimes it'll be totally overlapping the pupils. Right. You could make that triangle fit on any face because that's the positioning of eyes and noses. Like
eyes, nose, ears, and mouth. Yeah, no, that's perfect.
If you're not being specific about where each of these things is supposed to touch in the image, then yeah, dude. Like I don't know, but again, I wouldn't argue about it because then he'd probably be like, "You're a trans." Like he's never gonna just take, you know. It's never.
You're a trans.
Yeah, I'm a shill for the trans, like hidden trans agenda, and it's like, no, dude, that's unimportant to me. But the thing is, just like with everything else, I think there's obviously some truth in it. Like, but it's when you get fixated on one aspect of
the truth,
quote unquote truth, then you put yourself in a jail cell, man, and it's like this is what it's all about.
Yeah, you get jammed up, you know, and you're like, the fuck?
Yeah, the more I actually learn, the more I realize that things are way more complicated. Like, yeah, it's you could simplify it all down to there's a ruling class in this world, and they operate through deception. That's about as far as I can of a claim that I can make. And like, if I get too caught up in any aspect of that or just one story, then it's like you're probably going to stop learning things at that point. You think you found the ultimate rabbit hole. Like, oh, that's it. Here's what the whole cover up. Here's what all the lies were about.
5 years talking about it, face. What?
Only trannies. Like
even if it was. I mean, I don't know. I guess there's some moon landing deniers, and you know, there's people out there that have just spent decades looking at the fucking moon landing and saying, "Oh, that's fake. It's fake." You know, I get it. You get caught up in some rabbit hole. And,
yeah, happens to the best of us.
Oh man, Bart Chabel's a good example. Like, you know, he's caught up in that, and he's made a lot of money from doing that, right? maybe not a lot of money, but he's made definitely some money doing what he does.
For sure.
I mean,
And he's probably the gatekeeper for that specific
yeah,
topic.
he's-
Like that's the thing.
Ancho making any money from pointing out
Yeah.
this stupid shit about some hips or feet or walking or I don't think he's made nothing.
I hope so, man.
Bart
I hope
Sabral
he's
is totally, the gatekeeper. So when people look into it, they get Bart Sabral and they're like, this fucking guy. You know what I mean? Really,
He did get punched by astronauts, so that was the best thing he ever did was get and fight, like have them chase him off. That was amazing. Like to me, that's classic footage. And thank you, Bart Sabel, for your contributions.
That was fun stuff, man. That's good footage, man.
He got all those astronauts to rage out. That's
I love
good.
that, man. I mean, come on, who doesn't love a good? I call that an investigative journalist attack. Or catch somebody around the corner. Hey, man, like those shit with the fucking the Challenger disaster when they cornered that teacher in the quad there. She just ran away.
Oh, Resnick, yeah, she bounced.
Resnick, she just ran away, man. The other guy that was
Stars
Michael J. Smith.
The Smith guy who's outside of his garage, and he's like,
he supposedly died right now.
What?
The teacher died. That's what.
Who, Resnick?
No, Robert
Smith.
Yeah, Michael J. Smith.
Okay.
What'd you think of that video, dude? Where the guy approached him in his garage?
Yeah, I love that, man. I think when I first saw it, man, I'm pretty sure I sent it to GM. I'm like, dude, check this out. But you probably already knew about it. But man, that guy was like, yeah, I know the stories. I think he mention he had to call the FBI or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What do you mean? Oh shit! You must really look like the guy. And
there were some dead giveaways in that to me. Like that thing specifically. Like, oh yeah, I had people emailing me, so I passed off emails to the FBI. It's like, what, dude? If someone was trolling you on the internet, you don't just tell the FBI about it. So it sounded like a veiled threat to the guy. Like, don't look into this any further.
There you go.
But at the same time, he couldn't help himself, but he kept bigging the dude up. He's like, no, I was never a pilot or whatever, but look at him, he's so handsome, and I don't know what, he's much better looking than I am or something like that.
He kept smiling.
He was talking this guy up,
dude, like total liar shit.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah,
I love that. I mean, that is kind of creepy though. If you are that guy, right, and some dude just so hell-bent on uncovering the mystery just pulled up in your driveway on one snowy day, you would be a little bit on edge, right? That's
for sure. You're not going to be on your A game, man. You're going to be
dude, whatever.
This guy's some crazy dude from the internet. Dude, get the fuck out of here. Why would you even
fuck out of here, man.
Or does this guy have a knife in his pocket? Who the fuck? How did you find my house, bro? There's so many questions. But his response was kind of hilarious, and he tried to play it off like, "Oh, I'm such a nice guy." No, I was never a pilot.
Yeah, it seems somewhat set up, dude. I mean, it's dude's he's just hanging out in the snow, and he's like, all right, he's in his garage. I'm gonna run up there. I don't know, man.
He was pulling up. He waited for him or something. Remember, it was this dude, Stars Not Far or whatever. What was the channel name?
Yeah, Stars Not Far 432.
Yeah, he found the thing, and then he drove an hour.
Unlisted too, still.
Really?
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, could have been a setup, GM. You're right, man. I mean, but just to lead people down some more rabbit holes,
It's
Here
still
you go.
a good video, but there's something to it.
But the guy did seem super nervous and off his game, but I don't know.
I mean, you look like the guy. You have the exact same name and the same initials. This is the thing, is it's so out in the open with that one.
Right.
Kind of like Jim was talking about this is the easiest conspiracy to ever prove for yourself. It really doesn't take that much work. But then people just assume that because it's so easy, this is obviously fake or there's something else to it. And it's okay, well, I mean, they think of us as so stupid and such dupes that they can literally use the same names down to the initials. Like, never mind that they look exactly like them. Everything else fits the bill.
Right.
But Michael J. Smith, like, wouldn't he just call himself Mike Smith or something? Like, any kind of change, any variation to that name. He's like, oh no, but a lot of people think I look like him, and we have the same name. Yeah, they do. You're right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no shit.
You're right. Why wouldn't they, dude? Like,
Why wouldn't they? You look exactly like him, and you got the same name.
the Snopes debunk. Snopes.com says that like anybody could do this. That's their debunk, is that if you look up, they're like, everybody in the world has several doppelgangers that they don't even know about, but they never mention the fact that like they have the exact same name. So like if I go and I type my name into Facebook,
Right.
I found one guy that has my first and last name. He's from Saudi Arabia. He doesn't look anything like me, but sure, some people could think maybe we're the same person, but that's one. And then I did the same thing for the other members of my family, and I found 0 results. But the Snopes.com official debunk is that anybody can find a doppelganger with their same name. And I was like, this is just not a thing. It's not even true. You can find lookalikes, or you can find people with your name. They don't have both. Yeah. You're not going to find the guy with your same first and last name, and he looks exactly like you. Like, what the hell? What are we talking about? Yeah, like,
and
same
you sound
age.
the same. Oh, shit.
Like, what are we talking about? But this is what I'm saying. This is the level of debunks that we're at.
That video with Judy running away from the guy that caught her in the quad. That was telling.
She also, the lawyer wrote publications for the RAND Corporation, which is an aerospace. It was started by the Air Force and McDonnell Douglas. Mm-hmm. What are the chances that this lady looks exactly the same, has the same name, and is doing aerospace work as well? Like, it's fucking crazy.
Why would she run away is my question. This kind of confirms the Michael J. Smith thing to me, because on some level, these people were paranoid that this would catch up to them one day. So it's something that they deal with on their own private time. For him, he had a script kind of ready to run about, no, he's going to downplay it. He's going to lightly threaten the guy with some FBI. Oh, yeah, I've called the feds on people before. It's like, I thought you didn't have any connection to the feds. Well, you just have the FBI on speed dial, where you just...
And then like, she showed up in a Sean Penn movie that's about the CIA.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for her, I think it was the opposite. Yeah. She's in Fair Game. She's in a Hollywood movie. As herself, too, right? Isn't she called, like...
Yeah, I think she's as
Professor
herself
Judy Resnick,
or a similar character, but the movie's about CIA agents.
Yeah.
To me, like, her running away is her version of dealing with the eventuality that someone would have come and questioned her about it. She didn't have the same preparation or the same skill. She was just kind of maybe hoping it never happened. Then it just happens one day while she's at her plush Harvard professor job, some random with a fucking camera pulls up on her and starts asking her questions about this astronaut, and she's unprepared to deal with it. So she runs, because if you're not that person, and this is your job, like, there would be no threat. You wouldn't feel the need to. It's like fight or flight shit. Yeah, the last thing you would do is run. You'd just be like, "What? What are you talking about?"
You'd be like, "What? Wait, what? Get out of here."
Yeah, that's funny. You would laugh. You would say no, deny it, like anything else. But run away from it. It's like, oh shit, I can't deal with this right now.
People like me running up to Jim saying, "Hey man, you are you the guy that used to work at McDonald's?
Are you Alex Jones? Yeah.
And you stole $1 million." They're like, "What the fuck are you talking about, bro? That's funny. What? You stole $1 million?"
Hey, no. Dude, the astronaut chick, right? This is part of her real bio story, is that she applied at Juilliard. She was accepted into Juilliard because she was a concert pianist. And
oh wow!
And she turned it down so that she could study fucking circuits, electronic circuits and shit.
Okay.
For, like, dude. Like, first of all, you wouldn't even apply at Juilliard, You know what I mean? Like, why would you apply at
Right,
it?
yeah. I mean, musicians usually have a different wiring in their head. It's different than the people that want to do electronics.
Yeah.
I mean, I get there might be a crossover because there's a lot of electronics in music these days, especially. But I don't know, man.
But the people that
Could be a crossover.
do get into Juilliard, I mean, it's like spies, dude. It's like spy school, low key.
Yeah, I don't know the history of Juilliard, man.
It's like
Of it's
actors and shit, musicians.
right, yeah. It's the arts and yeah,
Dude,
I
it's
get
the top of the shit, dude. Like, if you go to
Yeah,
Juilliard,
it is.
you're
I mean,
you're
dude,
gonna for
yeah.
sure get a job in Hollywood, like,
Right.
or become
Oh,
a
you're a
spy.
Juilliard. It's like it's going to like Berkeley Music School, man. If you graduate from Berkeley Music School, which is different than Berkeley here in California, yeah, you got a job probably. I don't know, man. I've known a couple people that've gotten music degrees. They ain't got no fucking job at all, man. So no guarantees. But yeah, Juilliard's definitely like one of those super schools. That's like, Yale, Harvard,
Yeah, if
the
you go
big
to Yale or Harvard, you're gonna probably do something in
gonna
life.
fucking get a job, dude. Yeah. Even if you got an arts degree from Yale, yeah. Right this way, sir. Right this way.
Yeah, if you go to UCLA, you might never do shit,
Right. Although, in the music and film industry, if you do have a degree from UCLA, man, they do take you seriously, man.
Yeah,
My cousin was one of the first guys to get a degree from a college that had to do with making movies and like
Yeah,
film.
they have a film school there, right? There's only like what, two film schools that are really good. One's in like New York and the other one's in LA, something like that.
Well, yeah, UCLA's pretty. I guess that's like the echelon of filmmaking schools.
Isn't that where Quentin Tarantino went?
But my cousin went to Long Beach fucking State, dude, back in like the 50s, 60s to get a degree. It was like one of the first graduates to get a degree for making, film and production and lighting and sound and all that, whatever. I think they call it a communication degree back in the day. I don't know what they call it now, but it's like how you learn to, load film and develop film and shoot and cameras and lighting. But yeah, that's definitely a degree you can get. I met a chick one time, man. Making, $500 a day running a camera for Hollywood, man.
That's
Just she fucking hated it. She fucking hated it.
$5
she
bills
got
a
her
day.
degree.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and back then even, man, it was like 20 years, over 20 years ago.
Back then, that's fucking awesome.
It was fucking killer money, bro. But she fucking hated it. Just the hours and the scheduling, and you got to be here and you got to be there. It's a grind, man. She just fucking burnt out, But she knew how to operate a camera and, went to school and got her degree for it. But, if you're not motivated, whatever you're doing in life, man, yeah, you can get burnt out pretty quick, man. Yeah. Hey, man, speaking of work, man, did you take your PP test or you back on?
Oh no! At some point this year, I should get hired. It could be any time from now till December. So,
All right.
I'm just not
You're good.
gonna smoke until then.
All right. Cool,
Yeah.
man.
I'm just drinking.
Yeah, alcohol's been around for a lot of years. It goes back way time. The reason it's popular is because it definitely works as a stress relief.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's
I'm
cool,
drinking
man.
right
It has
now.
a
I've been drinking this whole
yeah, it
time.
has a place, you know. It definitely works, man. It's not. There's no secret to it. It'll make you relax, man. It's kind of a truth serum sometimes, in a lot of ways, right? Face.
If you get
And
fucked up
hell
enough.
yeah.
Yeah. Eh, They call it spirits for a reason, I think.
Last time I got drunk was at a wedding in 2023. It was the first time I traveled since COVID. I thought I was never gonna travel after that, but I went to a friend's wedding, and dude, I was so lightweight. Like I hadn't had a drink in fucking 4 years,
Wow.
and I went to this wedding in the daytime. It was like
Yeah.
outdoors, and
Nice day.
we
Beautiful.
were in, oh yeah, we were in Spain, dude. Like I traveled for this. So again, like a year before that, I thought I was never leaving, like never traveling again. I thought the
Yeah,
world was just that's it. We were just in full lockdown forever. They said you're not going to be able to travel if you don't get these shots and all this. So yeah, I had a new lease on. Fuck yeah, let's go crazy. And I went. It was daytime. The sun was out, and I remembered after the fact. Like by midnight, I was like, damn. I've been at this wedding thing in the after, the party or whatever, and I didn't eat a single thing the whole day. So
Oh,
you can imagine, like I was already fully lightweight.
you
Yeah, dude. Before they were getting married, they were doing their vows and stuff at like sunset, and I was seeing double. Like I was in the crowd, I was
Oh
standing in the
no.
back, and I was looking, and I could see two of him standing right there, and two of her. I had a good time though. I didn't make a fool of myself or anything, but goddamn, I was wrecked at night. Like,
Yeah. That's. I mean, it's fun to get buzzed, but it's not good to get wrecked, man. It's just not.
I don't ever like. I'm not one of those. Like I've had friends who are like they get weird when they get drunk.
Right.
Like when we were younger and stuff, they fight or they like do something stupid. They fucking.
Right.
I never really had
fire.
that, even in my
Light
20s. Like never.
Why are you lighting that pile of trash on fire, bro? I don't know.
Yeah, just dumb shit, bro. Like getting in a car and then just bumping into a car in front of you, like just doing retarded shit. Like my friends.
Dumbass.
Yeah, yeah. I had some pretty reckless, and I think they served as like good examples for me of like what I never wanted to do. Like, anytime they did something stupid, I'm just like, all right, bro, I'm not making that fucking mistake. Thanks for you doing it though. Like,
Right. Appreciate you guys, teaching me the lesson.
yeah. So I'm not against it, but against people who fucking can't control their alcohol. Like one of my best friends was like that, and I was just like, bro, you are useless. Like obviously you have to not drink ever because you
Right.
fucking can't control yourself. Like you literally always do something stupid, and you always don't remember it too. Like there was one day he fucking drove to my place, and he's like, there was this. I was living in an apartment when I was in college, and then there was like this wall. There's like a 1-lane road, like kind of for our entrance, and then there was like this wall where people would park their car against, and he hit it. He hit the wall, and he came into my house. He came into the apartment, and just passed out on my couch, and it's like one of these recurring things where he just did something fucking retarded. He doesn't remember, and then he wakes up in the morning, and I have to like inform him. Like I have to tell him about the bad news. I wake up, I see this guy crashed out on my couch. I was like, bro. He's like, what happened? I was like, I'm not even gonna say. I was just like, go look at your car. He's like, no. I was like, yeah, just go look at go look at your fucking car, man. And his whole front thing was just all fucked up. He like a dumbass, like totally avoidable situation. I'm not against people drinking. I'm just against people doing stupid shit. So if you can't control yourself and you become obnoxious or you're going to do stupid shit, like maybe find something else. Find a choice of something. Get a better vice, a more fitting one. He said it before too. We were invited to dinner once, that same dude. Friends of ours were there from out of town, and it was like these girls, they called me up, what are you doing? We're going out to dinner. Come on, let's go. And I was like, let's go, bro. Like, some of my friends invited us out. Let's go check it out. And they said dinner and drinks, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I can't. I said, why? And he said, because you know me, man. I can't have one drink.
Right.
He's like, if I have one drink, I'm going to have the whole bottle. I was like, maybe that's your fucking problem, dude. So right now you have 0 drinks in you. Maybe cap it. Say like I'm gonna have 2 or whatever. Whatever the thing is that makes you go from normal, rational human being to fucking degenerate, obnoxious idiot who like wrecks his car. Yeah. Like, it's cool. I mean, don't zern out. Like I wouldn't have been able to tell that GM is drinking now because he's not wilding out, you know.
Oh, I just had a few beers. I'm more
Orange man, good.
I gotta drink a lot
I
of
miss
hard
the
liquor
zern chimpos.
to really get fucked up, you know.
If you haven't drank in a long time, though, how many beers would it take? Like, and how big are the beers? Like, let's say you didn't drink for a
It
year.
depends on the beer, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I guess.
like that cheap beer will get me fucked up quick, like Budweiser and shit. Probably 4 beers, and if I drink 4 beers real quick, I'll have a pretty good buzz.
Yeah.
But if I'm drinking like Corona or Dos Equis, I could drink that all day. It doesn't really.
Oh, for real? Yeah, I'm just a lightweight for life, bro. It's nice being a lightweight, by the way, because like everything works.
Depends on the beer. Like
I'm
IPAs,
like 6'1",
I
dude,
can't
and
even
I could drink and like I'll get drunk like a 12-year-old.
What?
I said I think I'm pretty big, but like if I don't drink, so if I do, like I get buzzed the same way. Like if you gave a beer to a 12-year-old, it's like, oh shit, this thing's working already. Like, yeah, nice. Get your nice little buzz for a fraction of the price and effort.
I could drink a lot of like hard liquor and shit, but like cheap beer gets me fucked up real quick. But like IPAs, I could drink that like all day. It doesn't really.
No, you ain't drinking my IPAs all day, bro.
Well, the thing is, I can't drink them fast. The IPAs, they'll be like 8%, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're all super bitter. I can't down them. But like Coronas, I can just be downing Coronas.
Yeah, you don't want to down wine either. You know, if you down a bunch of wine,
wine will get me fucked up. I had some wine around Christmas, and I hadn't drank wine for probably fucking 10 years, dude. And
yeah,
dude, I was pretty buzzed, dude, off just a couple glasses.
It's fun to get drunk off. Like I did something. You just reminded me of this time where I had a bottle of wine at my place, that same apartment that I was talking about, and my friends came to pick me up, and we were going out. And for whatever reason, I had just opened that bottle of wine. I don't even remember what the fuck, like what was going on that day, but they were coming to pick me up, and I just opened this thing, and then they called me to be like, we're downstairs. And for whatever reason, I just took this thing to the head, dude. I took the entire wine bottle, and I chugged it all right there, slammed the bottle on the thing, and just got in the elevator, went downstairs. And I'm in this car, and it's like, it's all good. And like 5 minutes into the car ride, dude, I was fucking gone. I felt it happen all at once. It was super fun. Like, you know, I've only ever done that once in my life. I still don't know why I did it. Like, that makes no sense. Like, that's not even a way to enjoy wine. But it was like a great experience, and I like it. Kind of talking about it now. I kind of want to do it again, just because. Like, this is not. Yeah. To anybody listening, obviously you guys are already drinking, but yeah, it's not advice, or I'm not trying to make it
not advice at all.
Sound cool.
Dude, wine's pretty good. I hadn't drank it. So I used to drink $2 Chuck all the time, you know, Charles Shaw.
Oh yeah, that when you were pounding tagging some fucking trains and shit. $2 Chuck. Oh my goodness, dude.
Where is Zern, by the way? You heard from him?
No, man. I sent him I think we had like a back chat on Google or something, man. I like, hey man, what's up? I got nothing.
Did they like delete or discontinue? What is it? Google Hangouts? Is it Hangouts?
Yeah, Hangouts is gone.
Or Meets? It's gone, huh?
Meets is good. I mean, it still works.
Yeah, Meets still works.
Right. The last time I seen Zern, it was like some clip from Jim Panda's, maybe a year or two ago or something.
Yeah, it's been a long time, man. Anyway.
Yeah, a lot of those things, like I have Discord messages every once in a while, like I go to just clear up the old stuff, and I'll see like especially if there's only like 1 or 2 messages back and forth with somebody, I can't really tell who it is because it just says like deleted user, meaning they deleted that account.
Right.
Sometimes I wonder like who is this person? But I guess a bunch of the old people did that. Flatlander was in fucking the other cave. I used to tag him a bunch of times. He never talked to us. I'm just wondering what happened to some of these people. Hope they're good. I mean,
Felix made a video not too long ago, but it was just like,
oh no way.
I don't know what it was. It was just some weird shit.
Talk about drinking. Felix could fucking drink. Holy shit, man. I got into some nights, man. She would just be gone, man. She'd be going off for hours. I'm like, damn, girl. Take a break.
Yeah, she was jamming on the keyboard a bunch of times.
Oh, boy. That's scary. That's scary.
Yeah, dude, I still haven't got word about that piano yet. That fool is just, I don't know. We're trying to convince him, like, dude, you can't. Because, like, he has these double doors. And
Yeah.
And the piano will fit out of the doors right now, but soon we're going to get a door, and it's going to be a single door. So it's going to be a hassle to...
Well, when you move the piano, you put it on a grand piano. You put it on its side, man. It's real skinny, man. It's only like 20 inches wide. It's no big deal.
But anyway, like his brother was supposed to take the piano, but he doesn't want it because his daughters are in college and they don't give a fuck about piano. And that was the plan. You know, at some point he's gonna have to get rid of it. You know what I mean? And then I'll call you. I'll let you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Just text me, man. You got my number.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it, man.
You could tune a fish, but can you tune a piano, man?
You could pick it up or move it or.
I have movers, bro. I hire movers. Professional.
Okay. All right.
I got about 3 movers I use. So yeah, I'll just hire one of those guys. They'll come get it, roll it out, no problem.
All right, cool.
Take it wherever.
Oh shit! Well, I gotta bounce.
Yeah,
Gotta meet in a half an hour.
All right, let's all rage quit.
Fuck you
Good
guys.
on ya.
You guys suck, man. Fuck off.
Fuck you all.
Yeah, hell yeah! But do it again.
Do it
Good
again.
talking.
Late.
Yeah.
All right, you too. Cheers.